Oh goodness. Hi everybody, Danny, stupid. Uh Welcome Chuck Middleton, Doug Wilkinson. What are you guys doing? Surprise, surprise. A surprise live stream.
Hey, it's me, Coco.
Coco, number 33.
Coco, number 33. Oh, yeah, I need to put that. That'd be good. Oh.
Yeah, just put Coco number 33. That way they
Uh,
can. It's hard to see it on, because it's so small. Is it Raleigh or Rolly?
what?
Uh,
Oh, Rolly, you're looking at the chat. Come on.
yeah,
Hey, Rolly R.
Rolly R. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And good to see you.
Hey, Ann, good to see you. Hey, Rolly R. Yeah, we usually give everybody wrenches. So if you want to share, if you have a channel, or if you want to share a video, then you can share links when you have a wrench.
Roly poly.
Roly poly.
Well, I just modded you, so you have a ranch now. Hi, Wake.
Jeanette. Hey, good to see you. I sent you an email. I just got your email like a week late for the Sky Challenge video, so I apologize. My email is spam to death. I get like 500 spam emails every day, and I'm just tired of deleting them all.
Just make a new email and then give it out just to your subscribers.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Johnny, good to see Johnny. Johnny, you want to come on the panel?
Johnny, all the world's a stage. It's all fake. He says, hi, Michelle, Dub, and Coco, number 33.
Yeah, drop a link and let Johnny come on the panel if he wants to.
Okay, since you're running the show. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I thought it was our show. You always say
it is. I have to give you, I gotta do it. Gotta do it.
No worries, man. Take your time. We'll be here. Get 9 in here already. That's pretty good.
Yeah, for a surprise stream.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like a lot of people, it probably wouldn't be very good if we did it on Sunday. I bet there wouldn't be that many people there, probably.
Probably not.
I'm sure everybody has family.
We'll be doing something else Sunday.
Yeah, we weren't going to do it on Sunday anyway. We're going to do it tomorrow, but then we decided to do it today.
No time like the present.
That's probably right. More people are going to be busier tomorrow than they are today. People are getting off of work. Hopefully we'll get more people in.
Let me send you a picture of a meme that was sent to me. This is pretty funny. Hold on. Can you share a picture if I send you a picture?
Can I share it? I have to. Yeah. I have to share it with StreamYard and then get it off of StreamYard. Not StreamYard. Skype.
So you want me to not worry about it then? I can tell you what it said. It was sent to me. It said 4 stages of a man's life. Number 1, it says you believe in Santa. Number 2, you don't believe in Santa. And number 3, you are Santa. And then number 4, you look like Santa. And that was sent to me because they said I look like Santa. Hey, Real Cooking, good to see you. He needs a wrench.
I already did it.
Yeah. What's your first name, man? What do you go by? I always just call you Real Cooking, but if you want to share the link to your channel, he puts some good cooking videos together.
Real Cooking.
Andy. Okay, cool. He's over there in the UK, I'm pretty sure.
All right. We're getting some people in. So it's a surprise stream. We kind of just did it on the fly. So welcome everybody. Happy holidays to you.
Sally, good to see you.
Hi Sally, good to see you.
Real Cooking.
I'm gonna have to be modding a lot of people because I don't go live on this channel very much.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's
so everybody that's modded on my other channel won't be modded on here because they like to strike me on this one.
You probably do better on your other channel too, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
That's weird.
Yeah, this is my main This is my main. Real cooking, no baking. But yeah, we thought what we'd probably do tonight is talk about 2023. We were trying to think earlier what events we thought 2023 was going to be really huge. And we couldn't remember. I mean, between Dub, Chuck, myself, we were trying to remember all the different events that really happened in 2023 that that you know those real events. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody,
Yeah.
I gotta be careful because they'll be like, "Did she say psyop? I'm kidding. Did she say fake?" I didn't say any of that, YouTube. So I said real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change this picture. I'm not gonna keep this picture up.
Yeah, that's just not you.
No.
No. I'm so I still look better than you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I don't argue about that. Shoot. I might do my
We don't need no fake presidents or any of that.
a fake president. What about Remy? Rabby?
Whatever you want, Chuck.
Or the alien? I need some new ones.
My alien's still better than your alien.
Yeah, it is. I'll do Mr. President or Trump.
I told you not to do a president. A fake president.
Oh, a fake.
He's yucky. He's yucky.
We love you, Mr. President. Oh,
We
I'm
love
sorry.
you. Oh, be quiet. Love you, Mr. President.
Oh crap! I pushed the wrong button.
There's Ange. Hi, Ange. How are you? Good to see you.
Hey, Ange. Good to see you.
Welcome. There's Ryan. See, I gotta mod Ryan. It was kind of a surprise live stream, so here we go. We figured it would be a little bit better if we did it early this weekend instead of later this weekend. I think Sergio said he was going to do one sometime this weekend, so we just thought we'd just go ahead and do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to think of what happened in 2023. It's like everything that did was kind of forced. We had the Maui. What did we say again? What was it? Maui.
We have the war.
The war.
Israeli war. The train derailments.
The train, yeah, that's it. That's the one I couldn't remember.
Nashville shooting.
Nashville. I don't even remember Nashville.
Yeah, with the transgender chick.
Oh, okay.
The one that we got so much flack about because the televised lies said it was real. Remember?
The fires. Ann said the fires.
Well,
where were the fires at?
Yeah.
It wasn't California. They looked like California, kind of. That was Maui. Yeah, Maui. Never mind, Maui.
Yeah.
The balloon. Yeah, the spy balloon.
Very good. Very good.
Spy balloon. Was that this year?
Keep them coming, guys. We want to.
Keep them coming.
Keep them
Worst fires in Canada.
Yeah, in spite of all our fantastic intelligence and surveillance and everything, they didn't notice the China balloon until it was over Montana. And I'm thinking that might have been a little late if it were something real.
It is real. It's real. It is real, YouTube.
Yes. Yeah.
And I wanted to say hello to Ryan. Welcome. You're late.
Hey, Ryan.
Just teasing.
Remember when we were having all those shootings the last few years, and haven't seen any of that lately. I think they're still happening. It just they only put them on the news when I guess they're trying to push.
There were still a lot of shootings happening, but they didn't exploit them as much as they normally do. Like the Nashville, they exploited. And there was a couple other ones. That was trying to think of some other ones.
Well, the dance hall.
That wasn't this last year though.
Was that?
No,
Jeanette,
that
we said the war. When we
Yeah,
said the war, I think we were
war.
talking.
the dance hall. You talking about the what was his
Yeah.
name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Craig, that's the one I was telling Michelle and Dub about.
And
Yeah, that was the one in Prague.
Who can Tran? I exposed that on my channel quite a few times.
yeah,
But I don't think that was in 2023. That was I think that was 22.
that may have been.
Hey, Andy, how many people got shot in Prague yesterday? I mean, they said it was the biggest one there in their history.
Last thing I saw.
How many, Dub?
14.
How many?
14.
14. Okay, 14.
14 dead, and I think something like 52 injured or something like
Oh,
that.
sounds like another Vegas. Oh, no, not quite. Vegas had like 800 and something injured. It's about time, Danny. You're prison. What, you left and then now you're back?
Ryan, I do have Telegram, but I haven't been on there, and so I don't remember my login. But
33.
I think I do have a Telegram, but I don't ever post anything on there.
So, Danny, we were talking about what what real stuff happened in 2023. And we were thinking that, man, 2023 was a little bit quiet for all the real stuff that happens.
Yeah.
We said the train derailments, the war, Maui, Nashville shooting, you know.
It's going to be hard to top the pandemic. That's going to be a hard one because that affected the whole world, in our everyday life with the mass Nazis and all that crap.
Right.
That was the worst.
But we still had some big events. Well, I mean, they had big events during the
earthquake in Turkey. Y'all remember that?
That pandemic.
Hey,
Hi,
Crystal.
Good to see you. Good to see you. It's the surprise stream. Oh yeah, people are still masking up. Yep. Yeah. And says compared to CV, it's been nothing. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
What's up with the bubble pants thumbnail? Well, because I put that thumbnail to show how extreme. I wanted to expose how nasty everything is getting as far as the musicians and the sellouts, and that's about as crazy and stupid as you can get to where we are right now today. So when I saw that, I had to put it up.
Yeah, can you show it on the screen?
Very good, Ange. The alien thing. So the alien happened in the backyard.
Yeah. Was that this year?
Yes, it was this year.
Yes,
you did a video on that, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a goodie.
Yeah.
I'm masking up right now. Yeah. Shit.
Can you send one through the internet, please, Ange? Thanks. Welcome, Johnny.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, Johnny, man.
How are you?
Good to hear you.
Okay, all the world's a stage. What other real things happened this year that we're trying to think? I don't know if you heard of our list already.
There was a shooting like a few weeks ago. Something happened. I don't even remember. Can you hear me?
Shooting. Yeah, we hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, no, I just know that there is. I swear I thought I saw a shooting or something, but I don't know because I watch a lot of these.
There's no audio.
Oh, there's no audio on my end?
No, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
Oh. No, I watch a lot of.
What happened to your audio, Johnny?
Pardon?
What, Michelle? Michelle. I hear him. I hear him loud and clear. Can you hear me,
Anyway,
Michelle?
We'll wait to see if Johnny can get his audio up.
I don't think that she can hear it. Yeah, he's here.
Mailed me one. Thanks, Ange. I appreciate that. I'll be waiting for it. Oh, I guess I could just check my email on
Hold on, let me come back.
I'll already have it. It's
No, man, you're fine. You're fine, dude. I can hear you. I can hear you good. Something's going on.
He had to drop out. Colorado said that we can't vote for Trump. Oh, that's not
Hey,
real.
Michelle, can you hear me?
There's a group of
Michelle.
lawyers that are trying to prevent Trump from being on the ballot in Colorado.
So they say there's a group of lawyers.
There's a lawsuit that's been filed.
And did you check out the lawsuit and did you go to court with it?
It hadn't gone to court yet.
Oh, okay.
It's going to go to court.
Lots of train wrecks. Yep.
Yeah.
Evidently, everybody can hear me except for Michelle.
Let's see here. Hello.
Hey, Danny, Rolly, can you guys hear me? Put a 1
Hello?
if you guys can
I
hear
can
me.
hear Chuck.
Yeah, I hear you
I
fine,
can hear
Johnny.
Michelle. I can
I
hear
couldn't
Doug.
hear
I
you.
can hear. Can you hear me now?
I can hear.
Yeah, I can
well,
hear you.
well,
I
I
everybody
can
else,
hear everybody now.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was
StreamYard.
talking, and yeah, they hear me. You couldn't. Something happened there for a minute. That was weird.
maybe it's my
Yeah, it's
internet. Do you guys think maybe it's my internet?
me.
Well, I could hear Johnny, and Johnny could hear me, and everybody in the chat's putting a
I can
1 so
hear
they could
you,
hear me.
Michelle, and Dub. But you,
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Put a 2 in
Jesus
the
Christ is my Lord. Good to see you. He needs a wrench, Michelle. I got somebody that needs a wrench.
so you guys were talking about like real stuff.
No.
Oh,
Well,
no,
yes, YouTube for
Yes,
YouTube's
the
sake.
real stuff.
Yes.
Well, I
honey.
don't know because I watch like those body cameras lately in the U.S.
Mhm.
So I don't really. I try to stay away from the news, but I swear I think there was a shooting like 2-3 weeks ago.
No, we're talking about psyops actually. But
Well,
I
yeah,
was saying
The
What-
mass shootings.
what
and-
happened in 2023, the events that were real YouTube,
that were at least big news.
wink, 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 Johnny, wink, wink. They
I'm
like
gonna,
to take,
I'm gonna search it.
they like, yeah, search big events in 2023. Tragic events. Put tragic. Horrifying.
Top news stories of events.
Oh, he dropped
Go
out again.
Yep.
It's got to be his Wi-Fi because I know it's not mine. If you guys can still hear me.
I hear all of you guys perfect. I mean, that's weird. Some people are saying they barely hear Johnny, and then I can hear him fine. And you couldn't hear me a minute ago. That's weird.
I could hear you. I
A few
couldn't hear.
minutes ago, you couldn't.
I think he was maybe had been talking when we couldn't hear Johnny.
I
either.
always hear you, Chuck. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Every day. I'm just kidding.
Every day.
Every darn day. I'm just kidding.
Oops, that was my bad, guys.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, no, because I keep hitting the back button on my phone because I
Oh, yeah.
can't close the screen, right? So
Yeah. If you hit the back button, you're done. You'll be knocking yourself out. See, everybody, it's not me doing it. I'm kidding.
no, it was
Welcome, Carla. Good to see you. Just warning everybody, if you do jump in, well, everybody that's already here. I don't ever go live very much on this channel, my main channel. So there's going to be a lot of people that aren't modded. So I will get to you as soon as someone either mentions it.
I got a top 10 for big events of 2023.
All right, what are they?
What are they?
Give me a drum roll. Just kidding. Number 10 is the global democratic recession continues. That's pretty lame.
Oh,
Number 9, get ready for number 9.
Oh.
The space race heats up.
Oh my gosh.
Number 8.
Quite a bit of.
Are you getting this off of Google?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Google. I'm just kidding.
India, this is how slow it is that these are the top events. The India passes China as the world's most populous country. It's like, come on.
I didn't even know that.
What did you Google? Can you just tell me
I
what
did most significant world events in 2023.
No, tragic. Put tragic. Something that is horrifying.
Well, let me finish this.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Civil War, Iraq, Sudan.
Okay.
That's number 6. I skipped number 7. I couldn't read what it was saying.
Okay.
It said, Azerbaiján seizes Noriego Karabakh, whatever that
Yeah.
means.
Okay.
Okay, number 5. Artificial intelligence offers promise.
Now
And
that
that,
big,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, China tensions continue to simmer.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Number 3, Ukraine's counteroffensive gains little ground at a heavy cost.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, number 2, we're finally getting into ones we talked about.
The nitty-gritty.
Hamas attacks Israel.
Oh, tragic.
Number 1, I need the drum roll for number 1. Global temperature shatter records. The hottest year on record.
Really?
Yeah, extreme weather events, record flooding.
That
Yeah,
was some more climate.
global
Which it's pretty
warming.
warm where I am at, and it's usually like we're pounded by snow here, and it's really warm.
Yep.
And it's been
Hey,
raining,
Veronica,
so we're
good to
like
see
2
you.
months behind.
It's been raining a lot here. We've had a pretty wet couple weeks.
It's really odd. We usually get snow by now.
Let me do tragic events, Michelle.
I
since
just did.
I got
I
it wrong.
did.
Oh, never mind.
I'm already
Go
looking.
ahead.
Yours was a little
You guys
bit
get
boring.
snow there where
Yeah,
you guys
fine.
are around this time of the year?
Kidding. I'm just giving you shit, Chuck.
Hey, I like Danny's. Danny has a good one. We found out how dangerous it is to say the J word.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's number 1. There you go.
So can you think of anything big, Johnny? Of all those
No.
real
Can
events
you guys
that would
hear me?
happen? Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Out of this year, I don't know. Not really. Other than the thing in Israel that happened.
Yep.
You don't
But
remember
anything-
Maui?
I think honestly,
and all the train
Sorry?
derailments and
Maui and the train derailments. Remember?
Oh, the Maui one was pretty bad too. I feel bad for those people there. Even the kids too. Like who knows?
Mhm.
Like I think they're still looking for people. I don't know what
That's,
happened to the kids. I'd like to know if they found
did you
all their
forget what your
children.
name is
I
called?
don't know. There's a lot of confusion.
Just kidding.
that part of the story is
I'm just
questionable.
not. Yeah, very questionable about any of that.
Which one?
Yes.
I didn't see any.
The only thing.
I didn't see any crying parents
The
going,
only-
"Oh, where's my child?"
Sorry.
Sorry. No, you're fine.
The only thing that I was like with that whole thing that happened, I think there's a lot of trafficking going on over there. I think there's a lot of trafficking going on during the pandemic, whatever. And yeah, it's really odd what's happening because where I'm living, because I'm in Ontario, so I'm in Canada. Where I'm living, it's overpopulated now. And yeah, I don't know. It's getting crazy here. Crime's going up.
Yeah. Wow.
Danny says he
Yeah,
learned
it's,
guns are bad.
Guns are bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's warmed up lately. I mean, it was real cold at the beginning of the week, but it's been in the 40s and 50s, and they've been spraying the crap out of the skies last few days.
Oh yeah, yeah. Last few weeks.
Mhm.
I think this week I think one good full day with sun.
Yeah, we got 32 in here now. That's pretty good for just a surprise live.
Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
can anybody top of any of those events that we mentioned? If you guys can remember them, lay it on. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I want to tell you something that happens like with my job too. It's pretty wild.
What?
James Matthew, good to see you. He needs a wrench.
Hi, James. Good to see you.
So what went with your?
My job, well, you guys, everybody knows that I drive a truck for a living, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, when I started driving, it was back in the early mid 90s, and I didn't like grow up wanting to be a truck driver. It was just a position I was offered. I worked in a refrigerated warehouse, a place that sold food, but I started driving because it got me out of the warehouse, and it's a pretty good career back then. But the main reason that I wanted to drive was to get out, to get away from, the managers and being micromanaged, where you're being told to do this or to do that. But the crazy thing that's happened, it's probably been like the last 10 or 15 years, they put front facing cameras in all the trucks. So like constantly you're being monitored, your speed, like if you're looking at your phone and everything. I mean, they can even see you if you're picking your nose. And it's just, I think it's definitely invasion of your privacy. But what happened recently is we just had a big rule come down that we have to sign affidavits where it's like zero tolerance, where if you're caught speeding more than 10 miles an hour over the posted limit, that's automatic dismissal. So now they got all the drivers in fear and this isn't even getting a speeding ticket from a cop. This is if your work sees on the computer. We have like an artificial AI computer that looks at the drivers, and it will tell you that if you're following too close, it will tell you to slow down. It'll tell you if you have a rolling stop, if you don't come to a complete stop. And it's just insane. And now there's another one. If they look on the camera and they see you looking at your phone, if you're looking at a device, then that's an automatic dismissal. So
Right.
they're making all the drivers, and I work for the third largest trucking company in the Triad, the area I work. The largest one is FedEx, and then Old Dominion, and then Best Logistics, where I work, is the third largest company. And that's what these companies are doing to the drivers, is they're using AI to like monitor them. And if we get red flagged, then a person comes in and starts reviewing your driving. And they not only can watch everything you're doing, they can listen to your conversations and stuff. And I'm just like, I do not think this is all okay, man. It's just, I've been driving my whole life. I mean, what am I supposed to do now? I mean, you get used to making a certain amount of money, but the beast system is definitely tightening up around the people now.
I think they're
Yeah.
doing that too because they're probably recording how you guys are driving and then they're putting it in the AI. So when the AI takes over,
They score you. Yeah, we have like you know how they have social credit scores in China? They give
yeah,
us driving scores where like all these different statistics throughout the days and weeks, they give you a score. And I mean, it's freaking insane.
I think another reason why they're doing that too is because they're hiring a lot of these foreign drivers. And here where I'm at, there's a lot of car accidents because of these trailers. So these guys, these young guys, like I almost got killed by a trailer in 2019. So
Yep.
these young guys, they get their licenses 20 years old. They come from another country. They come here, get their license, and they become truck drivers.
They can't
And
even
these
speak
guys are,
English. Yeah, they don't even speak
yeah,
the language.
exactly. They don't. And these guys come here. They don't know. They drive the trucks like they're driving their cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't have like the mental, like they don't know how to split the two. For some reason, they think that the truck is okay to cut in a lane without signaling like you're driving a car, even though driving a car, that's not okay. So I don't agree with it, but if they're going to hire foreign drivers, then yeah, I agree with that. But in the
Mm,
sense, if you're a driver, like you should be like grandfathered in, right? Because you've been driving so many years. They shouldn't, for like
yeah.
someone who's been working for a company for so many years and has been driving,
But
you shouldn't have that.
but see what they want to do, Johnny, is they want to, like, I have been driving 30 years, and the thing about it is they're paying us too much. We're kind of like overqualified. They got a school, the company I works for, they have a driving school, and they would rather get somebody fresh out of driving school and pay them, a quarter of what they pay a driver like me. You know, I mean, really, drivers are a dime a dozen, man. They just want to get somebody in the seat. And it's eventually the computers, man, they have driverless trucks right around the corner. Tesla even put out a tractor trailer that went from East Coast to the West Coast carrying a load of beer. And I think that's the next, I don't know how far in the future that is, but they definitely want to use artificial intelligence to drive the trucks.
Why they're recording you guys is to record how you guys drive and to put it into the
Yep.
AI system.
Yep.
And also because they're monitoring you to give an excuse to fire you and hire some schmuck that doesn't know how to drive, right? Because you're right, it is driving something like even just driving a truck is like you gotta have experience, right?
Yep. And Jesus Christ as my Lord said he's heard that they're going to be pushing towards electric. I have heard that. I don't, like I said, I don't know how far in the future that is, but they definitely are starting to use, like, there's this fluid called diesel exhaust fluid. It's called DEF. And that's a bunch of garbage that somebody in California, a politician, they make all the trucks run on this, this diesel exhaust fluid stuff that's not even needed.
So real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. I wanted to say
You're
hello
fine.
to Combat Veteran and Change, and welcome Ange to the panel. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, girlfriend.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Ange.
Hi, everybody.
How
Hey.
you doing?
I'm doing good, actually.
Good.
Doing good, except for these dogs. You already know,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you told me this morning.
dude. They're going
In
at it.
barrels and heat.
Oh yeah, she's been in heat for a couple weeks now. But
Ouch.
yeah, I know. I probably got a couple, maybe another week left. But yeah, it's been hot and heavy, dude. I had to put a dog kennel in the yard or in the house and just keep him set. And Jack does nothing but whine to get to her. He was trying to break into the kennel and get her out. He's trying to jailbreak her. I mean, it's been serious.
Wow.
That's
Good times. How's everybody else?
Good.
Same old,
Here.
same old.
Yeah,
Just living the dream.
I know that's right.
Hi, Mary. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. I hope I got everybody.
So what did we miss in 2023?
What did we miss? What did
Yeah.
we miss, Ange? Can you think of anything that?
Well, if I missed it, I guess I can't think of it. So I don't know.
It's a hard one to think about. Like, you know.
There's always machinations beneath the water. You know, the dead things rise from there. I mean, it's constant, guys. I'm waiting for the next big one. I don't really care about a bunch of little crap, but I'll tell you what. Like I said in the chat, you know, a war or aliens or zombies is what I'm waiting for. I mean, I'm waiting for the big one.
I want to shoot some zombie heads. I want to shoot some zombies. That'd be fun.
I mean, I'd be happy with any of those three things. I mean, not happy, but, you know, satisfied that, you know, things are happening. But I remember, guys, when COVID came, I remember the day and we knew something big was coming. And I told my friends, I was like, bam, this is it. Guys, this is it. Do you see this Chinese crap? They're all falling out and it's fake as hell. They're like, yup. I was like, this is the next one. And then, you know, that's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. It was huge.
Worldwide. Yep.
It was huge, but I'm waiting for that next big one like that because that was kind of crazy. But anything less than that at this point is going to be, you know, boring.
I think the news is that they're trying to struggle because it's hurting them, their ratings, because they're all trying to manufacture and people are like getting tired of it. You know, nobody's.
Well, the normies, sleepers, I think, you know, they still watch TV. But, you know, the news is us now. And the truth is they push the psyops, you know, the little crap to see how many people are going to push it or believe that. And I think they act accordingly, depending on how people are reacting. And, you know, somebody said something interesting to me today that I really took into account, although I don't give a crap, as I'm sure all y'all know. It said, you know, be careful what you say online because they're going to be, you know, they're already going to people's houses over their comments online. I am a straight up seditionist. I do not care. I say what I want. I believe in free speech. So I'm going to say whatever I want and let them come on. You know what I mean? I don't have no fear, but they are watching us. Y'all know that. I mean, they know who we are.
After, huh?
Most assuredly.
Yep. All of us, probably.
If you're not
Oh,
changing, if you're not
everybody
using
in
a
this room.
VPN,
Yep.
if you're not using a VPN, they definitely know who you are.
Even a VPN, they're going to know who you are. The VPN is a
Well, you-
psyop.
Yeah,
Period.
They can, but
They listen.
yeah.
The VPN keeping the
it's
government
connected
out.
to a server, so
Virtual.
they know what server it is, right?
They make you believe that they can't see you, but you can.
That's a money thing. Yeah, that's a money thing. The VPN I knew was a scam from the
Well,
gate.
it was free before, and then they started like telling people you got to pay for it now, and that's when I started realizing, okay, this is just
Yeah.
another way for them to make money.
Yeah, it's their game. And then you think you're hiding something, like when you go incognito on here or something, which is funny because I've never done it before. So earlier I was messing around with it and I pushed the button for the incognito thing. And it comes up with this warning on there that says the school, your employer, and the government can still see it. And I thought to myself, well,
Okay.
I've never got that.
Thanks.
Message. That's interesting.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You're like, thanks. I already knew that.
I already knew that.
I'm going to echo here in a minute, guys. I'm gonna
Michelle,
post-
will you play a short video?
I wish they would
It
round us
It
up.
goes with what we're talking about really good.
what short video?
Well, I'm going to share the link. Hold on.
Oh, hold on.
You know, Minute said they're going to round us up like we're rabid dogs. Good. Let them come on. Because that's
Good.
the moment. That's the time when that's my stand and I'm on down that hill every day.
I'm putting it in the chat, Michelle.
All right.
It's really good. It's just exactly what Ange is talking about and what combat veteran and what we're talking about.
All right. Danny dropped a link too, so I was pulling it up at the same time you were telling me. So
Right. Jesus Christ is my Lord. I know the VPN. I knew everything that had anything to do with the internet. They know everything there. You know, when I went down to the dark web, I knew that years ago.
Danny, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, Danny.
how's it going?
Hi, everybody.
Danny, hello, man.
Dub.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
That's right. Awake.
Does it seem like,
yeah.
Is it just me, or does it really not seem like Christmas this year?
It's not Christmas.
Yeah.
Saturnalia, babe. Saturnalia.
It's weird.
I celebrate no holiday.
It has been for quite a while now.
Well, according to the narrative, it doesn't seem the same.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I had to leave you a link and come on because it's a pretty good link.
What's it about? Civil War?
Yeah, the new movie.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's insane.
It's the trailer.
When is that?
That's exciting.
America?
8 days ago, they put this movie out, and
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know. Right after that, when was it that Colorado did that? Like 4 or 5 days ago?
Yeah, about a week ago.
Yeah, and if I had a friend of mine text me, or he called me, and he goes, first thing he said was, "They're trying to start a civil war.
100%.
Trying to tell us who we can't vote for now, and all this."
They've been doing this, and I've been
Yeah.
waiting for it. Oh yeah.
It's just crazy. When I saw this, I about puked.
I haven't seen this yet. I've heard about it. I've
He
been
said
wanting to
about
watch
you.
Please don't puke on the live stream.
If I smell it, I'm puking too, guys. So there's that.
All right. Well, we're gonna play it, Danny. Everybody, get ready for the new movie, The Civil
Okay.
War. Official.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, everybody. This is what predictive programming is all about. Here we go.
Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The future president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens? We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death.
Bloody.
Every time I survived a war zone,
I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. Look, we're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
The Western forces will reach the White House on July 4th.
Oh my God.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Move, move, move!
You're gonna hang back.
I'm not hanging back.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Go, 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 go!
God bless America.
Hey, real quick, I'm surprised they haven't had something like this sooner. You know what I mean? It's kind of interesting, the timing on it too.
I'm hoping it was a low budget film.
It's going to be #1 in the box office.
100%. You know what that reminds me of? The Gray State movie that they killed that guy that made that movie, The Gray State. I don't know if you guys heard about that
Yeah.
documentary
Yeah.
or something.
Can you drop a link in the chat, Michelle?
Can I say something about that Civil War thing? Like,
Yeah.
okay, what I think is how they're gonna do it. Okay, the Civil War. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but the way that they're gonna try to start a war in the West is they're gonna take all the troops that are here and send it to another country, right? And then the war, they're gonna send the UN in here, in where we are, and then they're gonna start like a small civil war, and then they'll invade. By the time they come here and invade, the country's already under like whatever, like people are whatever, they're going through all their bullshit, right? So the UN comes in and be like, okay, we'll make it better for you guys. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
it's
we'll
all
save you.
psyop. Huh? Pardon?
They'll come in to save us. That's the only way we can do it.
Yeah, they'll come in to tell you that they're going to save you, but that's not what they're doing. Because they can't. I've been looking into them trying to take guns away from American citizens, and the only way that they can do it is if they collapse the economy, screw around with the weather, and bring all the troops into another, like the troops from here, the West, into another country, like a foreign country, and then bring in the UN into America during the Civil War, because they want to take away your guns. Because in Canada, we don't have guns, and Trudeau's been trying to like take the guns away, like from the gun owners that are licensed, right? We don't have like gun concealed or gun you have to show. We don't have those laws here.
Yeah, that's
So the only
crazy.
way that
Michelle,
they can
drop a
do
link to the live stream.
But
No.
yeah, that's
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
I don't know, and I think Trump is going to be the one. I think he's going to come back, and I think he's going to be the one to cause the Civil War. Because look what they did in your where was that in your? I don't remember where that was, but you guys remember when they invaded the they let people in your what's it called, your parliament or whatever you guys call it?
Our Congress.
January.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for everybody. Put a 1 if you think Trump is coming back, and a 2 if you don't think he's coming back.
100% he's coming back.
And if you
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2. I don't think he's coming back. I think it's going to be a big lead up, and I think somebody's going to come out of the blue. I mean, that could be the Antichrist. I don't know. I mean, I kind of think it might be.
Well, there was a theory that somebody put out there a long time ago, and
There's a
people are
lot of
saying it's
ones
not
right now.
possible because they were saying that it's possible Arnold Schwarzenegger, because he wants to be president, but he wasn't born in the U.S., right?
I don't think
So it's possible if you look at like the apprentice who took over Donald Trump's spot, it was Schwarzenegger. So that's why I started thinking like, oh shit, maybe it's true.
It's about
So
even. There's like 5 or 6 ones and 5 or 6 twos. So it
anyway,
was kind of
sorry,
split on that. No,
I
you're
just
good,
wanted
man.
to say that.
Okay.
No, I agree with you. I think he's going to be the next. But you know what? I thought every time I think something's going to happen, it doesn't happen. So
Good point.
it's crazy, but yeah, I think in my opinion, I think they need someone to come in here that people will follow,
Mhm.
and I think he's been the most followed.
Yeah.
Corey needs a wrench, Michelle.
And who?
Corey Hamrick needs a wrench. But yeah, the only reason I said he's not coming back is because everybody thinks he is coming back. You know what I mean? We've always, that's what, they always throw you a
see.
curveball.
I say he's coming back not because everyone's saying it, but because of what he did during when he was in office. Like he said, I'm gonna make peace with the Palestinians and the Israelis, right?
I
He
think
was pardon?
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, he's the one who started Space Force. He's the one, his name is Trump, the last trumpet. Then you have this stupid programming with, like, the Barron, the last president, with those books. And then another one, Barron, I don't even remember the names of the books. There's the last president, Barron Trump, the time traveler or something like that. Just all these clues
That was
that
an
are
old
cluing in.
book. That came out a long time ago. It was like 30
I
years ago.
know. It was 1800s, right?
Oh, that's even longer.
Yeah,
Wow.
let me tell you this though. Years and years. Hey, Sergio, good to see you. Real quick though, man, right in the beginning of Trump's presidency, I heard, and I don't know where I heard it from, but it will always stick in my head that he would be the last standing president in the United States. That's
I heard that
what
too.
will always stick in my head. Like I said, I can't tell you where I got it from or where I heard it. But I think that here in the United States, I think they need someone that is going to be
it has a following.
That has a big following. Yes.
Yeah, he's like bigger than like what's his name? Obama. He's bigger than obviously Biden. He seems to be a lot bigger than JFK now too. So I don't know. Like
He's huge, man. His rallies are like crazy.
I just don't know why he'd still be doing rallies, and if that could be a psyop in itself. But I'm just saying, I don't know. I just. Hi, Charity. Good to see you. Welcome. Red
Hey,
Storm.
Charity.
Good to see you.
We have different people on Friday night than we do Sunday. Y'all notice that? That's pretty cool.
That's good though.
Yeah.
That's very good. I mean, I love everybody. I want
Carla. Good to see Carla.
Yeah.
Red Storm and Crystal.
But yeah, so I don't know. It sticks in my head that but like I said, we've talked about it before where there's it always seems, it's a psyop within a psyop within a psyop. I think that they do psyops for us. I think all the world's a stage. It's just really hard. I don't think any of us really know crap when it comes down to it. We do and we don't, but I'm just saying that it's pretty crazy.
No,
hey, Crystal just said.
I heard the same too. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Crystal just said only someone who comes back from the dead can compete. We know that the man of sin, the Antichrist, is supposed to suffer a deadly head wound and come back from the dead. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, but that's when that's after he's already ruled the world.
Right.
Because
yeah,
that's supposed to be, everybody's supposed to be like, oh my God. And they already are in love with him, right? So everybody's going to be, oh my God, he's going to die, right? And then he comes back and everybody's going to be like, oh my God, he survived. He's the next.
Yeah, they're probably going to take the Lord's name in
know?
vain a lot. So do you think
that's not just some, you guys don't think that's just a dream, a vision? Like, what do they call it? Symbolism?
No.
No, I think he actually will suffer. It talks
He is
about
gonna suffer. If you
I
look
think
back, there is a thing with Prince William, and he actually had a head wound, and that's why they do that. I think you guys also. Sorry, I don't want to say you guys, but in the States, there was a
Mhm.
lady that got shot in the head not too long ago, like I think 10 years ago. So
Elsie
they're
Gap.
definitely programming us to to see what, like, to realize that, like, whoever, like, yeah, I think it's true. I don't think it's a vision. I think it's legit,
yeah.
in my
Well, it's
opinion.
hard to tell, in that book because it says the Christ is a lamb who looked like he was slain, right? But we know that, I don't know.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, you
New
never know. Like, don't
Testament
be
or Old
married to it.
Testament?
I wouldn't
Well,
be married
obviously we
to
don't know
it.
for sure, but it's just kind of what.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
gonna
why
try
we're
to
all here.
find.
That's
Yeah.
why we're all here discussing it, because we can just discuss whatever we want.
Can I
Yep.
discuss something?
I'm gonna try to find these
Whoa.
podcasts that I was listening to back in the day. I'm gonna try to post one for Christmas, but there's a couple of them. I'm gonna try to post them. I'll try to post them, like, one whole podcast about the shot in the head, but I have to find it. The shot in the head. I'll try to find the one with Trump being the last president, and I'll try to find the one that, like, Schwarzenegger is supposed to. I'll try to find
Yeah,
those,
man, find it.
and
I'll
I'll
share it
post it.
too. Yeah.
And then you guys can do whatever you want with it, because if you want to copy it, because that's all. It's just a radio broadcasting from Toronto that you don't hear that anymore, and I don't catch those anymore. So
I love that thumbnail. What's that? Oh, Angie, that's your thumbnail. I like that thumbnail. It's pretty awesome.
anyway, sorry, I'm done talking.
No, you're good, man. Talk away. Pam, good to see you, Pam, in here.
I support
I
everyone's
feel like
yeah.
even if, like, you have a thought of something, just say it, because even though it may not sound true or whatever it is, it's just good to hear what other people are thinking, because you never know, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like today, I heard someone talk about something, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that kind of applies if you're looking at it this way." And it could be anything. So yeah, it's good for people to mention it. That's why I encourage comments.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Dub, are you there? Shut up, Jim.
Hi, Serge.
Hey, Ange,
Good to see you, buddy.
Johnny, Michelle, Dub, Chuck.
Hey, Serge.
Michelle, I need to talk to Dub when you get a chance.
Oh, your mic is off.
It's muted. Yeah. So she's probably doing something. But okay, so
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. We're sitting there talking to you back and forth, Dub was, and we were going back and forth, and I didn't know I was muted. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're unmuted now.
Michelle, are you able to share a globe picture with a flat circle Earth picture side by side? You know how they have those memes?
Let me look.
Okay, while you're looking, Dub, I'm going to ask you something.
Uh-huh.
You brought up something that I'd never heard before. The rectangular Earth that's tilted.
Yeah.
At a very, you didn't say it, but I'm saying it, and I'm saying the tilt would have to be at a very, very, very minute angle to where obviously there's lower and upper. But either way,
I don't think tilted. I think it's just when you get to, it's wider going east and west. On the north side or the west side is much smaller than the side on the east side. In other words, when the moon, when the sun comes around and starts heading north, north for a very short period of time.
Okay, so that's what you meant. Okay.
And
So
when it heads south about an hour and a half usually
Mhm.
to 15 to 20 minutes on the north side. So
Okay, that makes sense
it's
then.
wider. It's wider on the east side than it is the west side.
Okay, yeah. The like what Captain said, yeah, there wouldn't be a tilt. So I
No.
was just trying to understand what you meant last time. Okay.
Yeah.
So wider on one side than the other side, but
Yeah.
the
And
overall it would be rectangular type of, right? Like is that what you said?
yeah, more or less kind of like a teardrop maybe.
Interesting.
You know, a little wider at the top and a little narrower at the bottom, and then the curved edges.
Well, think about this. This is why I thought about it, because the globe, Earth, if you want to go east or west, right? Let's just say that. Look at the way they tell it to us. Okay, if you want to go
Yeah.
east or west on the globe, the way they explain it to us, you just go round and round, and then north and south would be opposite of that. But there really is no north, no east, no west, no south on the ball. Okay. Now, the flat circle Earth is almost the exact same thing. Because if you want to go east or west, you go in a circle the exact same way.
Well, I think the flat Earth model is just as flawed as the globe model.
Right, and that's what I'm getting at. Is that there's
Nobody has a
basically-
map. Nobody
Yeah,
has a map.
it's and the flat circle Earth is a celebrity. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Everyone's seen it. Everyone has pictures of it. Everyone at one time or other maybe has even used it as an avatar. I know I have. I have shirts and maps and things like that of it. So it's a celebrity. So what I'm getting at is circumnavigation on the globe and on the flat Earth is the exact same thing. Exact same thing. And you can't go north to south, or at least there's no record or documentation of it. Someone going north to south on circumnavigation. They put it in your mind that you can't go there. Either way, no matter how you think, if it's the treaty or if it's just because whatever, you can't go there on both of these models, let's say.
Well, I
Here's
don't
what-
think it's anywhere. I don't think it's like any model that we've seen, or at least that I've seen.
Sergio, you need to explain to everybody that you're not saying it's round or a globe.
No, it's
No,
it's
yeah.
flat.
It's level and stationary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's
north
flat as
and
a
south
pancake.
exists because you're what I was saying last
Well,
time.
I'm still getting
Oh
at
shit,
it.
my bad.
Go ahead.
No, go
No,
ahead.
no,
I
go ahead,
didn't know.
John. Go ahead. I won't forget.
I just
Go
want
ahead,
to
man.
say the north and south exists because
Mhm.
the compass is pulling on a magnetic, there's a frequency there, right? But
I don't know.
north, you know what I mean? So that has to exist. You're going somewhere,
Well,
but I mean, we don't know where. And I don't think you can not travel to
there's
those
no way to
parts.
prove that we're living in the locations that they say we are. The Earth can be so
Yeah.
big, and we can all be trapped in one little area, like a 15-minute city type of deal, right?
Yeah.
And we're all traveling here and going to airplanes here, thinking we're traveling all over the Earth, and really, they're laughing at us, and we're just going within our cage.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying though is, they say that the sun goes in a circle. If that's true, we should be able to follow it. We should be able to track it nonstop, 24/7, 360, whatever.
It is trackable. Yeah.
It is trackable.
It's,
track it.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
I
You
Not
gotta
tra-
track
it's
it
not-
on your own.
Hold on, wait, guys, wait. It's not trackable. You have to believe what they're doing. You have to believe it. And what I'm saying though is that if it goes in a circle, then that is supposedly going east, right? And it's always going east, right? Coming from the east, going to the west.
it
Well,
goes-
then, if that's true, then that means the scripture is a liar, and that also means that it's just the exactly same thing. It's exactly the same thing.
The sun travels in a circle, but it's not always a circle. Sometimes it's a wide balloon type circle.
Right. Yeah.
Time is a narrow oval type circle. Depending on the time of year, it travels approximately 3 hours east, 3 hours west each day, and then the period of time that it's traveling either
Right.
semi-north, semi-south. So it
Well,
from that, I get a totally different picture than any picture I've seen that's supposed to be the shape of the Earth.
there's no way to know. There's no way to know, and we'd have to trust. We'd have to trust. No, there's not. There's no way to know. There's absolutely. Well, this is what I'm saying, and if I could just finish. If I could just finish really quick, because there's no way to know, and this is how I'm telling you, because the sun moves so far, you'd have to follow it to where you have to go into an airplane. You have to go to an airplane to continue to follow this because it goes over the ocean.
Read shadows.
And then the scriptures say that that the Lord sits on the circle of the earth. And if you look that up, it's the vault, it's the firmament. It's not the actual circle of the earth, or else it would say the Lord sits on the circled earth. But it says that there's four corners. And it also says, here's my last point, that the sun has a tabernacle, a tent, a place for it to dwell in. And other people who read outside the scripture, they read Enoch, it says that there's portals. So what I'm saying is we can't be married to this idea that it's a circle earth, because basically this is what they're telling us here. Believe this. This is what it is. See, you see America, you see Europe, you see it's there. Believe this. It's like, no, I'm not believing that. No way. But that's just what I wanted to say.
Test everything, man.
Yeah.
This is why I say when people call it flat Earth or round globe, this, that, we live in a realm. You know, we're spiritual beings. We literally live in a realm. You can't measure where we're living.
We live on a pretty nice Earth.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Yep.
I think so too. I think, same thing. It's beautiful.
And you can read shadows and tell exactly the path of the sun.
I agree.
Yeah, what's only when it's within our, observation, within our focal point.
Well, you also have to think like people who travel in the oceans back how many years, they use the stars, right? And if you look at your watch and you look at the sun, and you can tell that your watch, the invention of your watch came from the sun and the moon. So like I agree with Dub, you can track the sun, like I do it. Like I've been living in my not me, but my parents, they've been living in their house for over 30 years.
Well, they also do that with the globe. They've done that with the globe. They say, see, you can track it with the globe according to this and your watch and the GPS and the whatnots, and you see it's a globe because we proved that it's a globe. You see? Well, they do that with flat Earth too. What if it's not Coke or Sprite? What if it's Mountain Dew?
I'm not looking at it as it's flat or round though. I'm just looking at it what I see, right?
Right now,
like I'm not looking at what people are telling me. I'm looking at what I'm seeing. Like I look up and I see and I look at my watch and I'm like, okay, it's 1:30. Might be off by like 5-10 minutes. But like you can track it. Even the weather patterns.
What
like,
about at night? How do you track it at night?
Pardon?
What about at night? How do you track time at night?
Track
because
the
you
moon
track it with the
path.
moon. And if you can't track
Well,
it
the
with
moon's not the
The
same
moon
as
comes out in the daytime, though.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
the moon and the sun don't move the same.
No, they don't.
So how could you track it?
Very different.
Like the shorthand on a clock.
The moon
moon's like the
is-
shorthand on a clock,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. The moon is chasing the sun.
I'm saying they're lying to us, man. The flat circle Earth is not it.
Of course,
That's all
it's
I'm
a
saying.
lie. It's another Hegelian dialectic. It makes you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
your
If you
brother or
read
your
the pattern of the sun, I have learned a lot recently. For like right now, winter, yesterday was the shortest day of the year. In winter, the sun is very far south. It's on a southerly pattern. During the summer, it travels a lot more direct east and west with very, very little north and south travel. And that's where we get our different periods of the year. The pattern that the sun makes changes. It doesn't have the same pattern all day, every day. It changes very frequently. And you can track that.
I used to track it at my old house where I lived, and but what I'm saying though is, if the scriptures say that your sins have been removed as far as the east is from the west, then the circle earth cannot be it. It can't be it. And there is no south on a circle earth. And the scripture's always talking about the south.
Serge, what if it's talking about this? The east keeps going even past the firmament. You know, the east is the west. It's endless, maybe.
Right, I know, but what about garden being in the center? The Eden garden being in the center, and
What's still the center?
And then it talks about things east of it and going to the west. You know, in this one song, what is it called? You were singing it earlier, Chuck. The Red
I
Hot
wasn't singing anything. Oh, that. Space may be the final frontier, but it's
That
made
one,
in a Hollywood basement. Yeah.
Well, in that song, it says that that America. It doesn't say America, but it says something like, you know, the Western culture. It says that's the end. That's the edge of the earth. One of the edges is United States. And I was like, well, that's pretty crazy that they would say that in there. And it didn't make sense back then. Now I'm like, hey, maybe there's something to it. But back to what I'm saying though, is like, if there's an east and a west and a north and a south, then it can't be his circle earth.
Well, the east and the west is a much longer area than north and south is.
I agree.
It's a much, that's why I say it's a rectangle, and it's a long rectangle, not anywhere close to a square. It's very long east and west, and short in north, and little wider in the south.
There's a channel. There's a channel that talks about similar to what Dub is talking about. The thing is, what I'm saying too, because we're in a realm, so it's vast. It goes on forever. If you go to a channel, it's called, I'm not saying that I believe in it fully, but it'll kind of like make you think. If you go to a channel, it's called Nos Confunded. I think it's spelled NOS space CONFUNDEN. It'll kind of like explain like what you're talking about, Dub, what I'm talking about, and what Sergio's talking about, and it'll kind of put the picture together for like for us. But I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, like, it'll make you think.
You know, nobody's 100% sure about anything, really. That's kind of why we're all here. You know what I mean? We know certain things, but we speculate on a lot of stuff.
But I agree. But it's good to share what this is why I like this panel, because I was on another live and I like made a comment and these guys were like all on top of me. I was like, oh my God, guys, I'm just like asking a question. Like I come
Most
here
people
and
are
it's
like that,
people
man. The hive mind. It's like a hive mind.
Yeah.
You better think what they think, or
exactly.
you're
So
gonna
I
get
just
mocked.
unsubbed and I don't go back.
I'm gonna say it like this. I agree with y'all. We don't know anything for sure. Besides, I know Jesus Christ is my King, and I'll serve that till I die. Other than that, you know, I got my ideas and my thoughts, but you know, I can't prove anything. Anything.
Amen. I agree with that. Yeah.
I'm interested in one thing from Sergio. You're talking about the Bible says there's a garage or a parking spot for the sun.
Yeah, basically like a tent. It says that he's made a tabernacle for the sun.
That would answer a big question that I have right now, because I can go along with the sun's pattern where it's night and day. during its east-west travel, but I'm having a hard time putting out the same pattern from the sun on its north to on its west to east pattern.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
right now I'm pretty puzzled on that.
Yeah, I think myself and everyone else too would really like to see what you're talking about, you know, because I'm trying to get it. I'm here at a long dinner table and I'm like, okay, long rectangle. I'm in front of a long rectangle. I'm on the east side of it or the west side of it, right? I'm on the west side of it. So, okay, I'm trying to see what you're saying. And you said it's more teardrop.
The ends are the north and south side. And the linky part, if you've got an 8 foot table,
that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
8 foot table.
The
length of the table is east and west. The ends of the table are north and south. That's the pattern that I have.
Hey, can you drop the link, Michelle? Steve said he wants 5 minutes.
And I do see a north, south, east, west that way, because if it's long, you know, that's down, you know, and even if it's not down, like you're going to go downtown. I'm going to go down to the valley.
It's across. The east and west is much larger than the north and south. So it's an 8 foot table.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I think there's other like, let's say what you're saying, and then you put like, let's say a snow globe. We live in a snow globe, and I think there's other snow globes around us that we don't know about. But that's my thinking.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, right? It's not my thinking; it's my research.
Can I respectfully say?
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Michelle, Chuck, everybody there. Chuck, I was just rewatching your, I think it's one of your last videos a minute ago. You know, the one I commented on?
Yeah,
About
man. Yeah.
1,000 years.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself, I rewatched it and I thought to myself, I don't know if that's right, because it's not me being difficult or whatever, but we're not, I don't think we're 100% there in the end times at the moment. As soon as it goes cashless, then we are, because then you will have to receive the mark of the beast to be able to buy and sell. Yeah.
Steve, the only thing about that, man, is the whole, listen, I mean, when you're talking about, that's going to happen if you read Revelations. There's going to be, and a lot of people don't agree with it, but I believe that the restrainer is going to be taken out of the way. I believe that God's people get caught up, a certain amount of them, and then there's going to be a time period, you know, who knows how long that is, and it's going to be the halfway point before the cashless system and the mark of the beast comes in. So even if, let's just say it happened this year or next year, it could still be 4 or 5 years or 2030 before that cashless society rolls out. But obviously, I don't know if it's right or not. It's just something to think about, man. I'm not saying that I am right or wrong. It's just something.
Real quick, I don't want to interrupt, but Steve, you have a lot of feedback.
I've turned it down because I've got the sound bar on, haven't I?
Yeah, there's a lot of feedback.
Okay. Is it okay?
But anyway, what I don't want to cut nobody off, but I've had a few links been dropping in the chat. I don't want my people in the chat to think that I'm forgetting about them, and so I wanted to say hello to Captain. I wanted to say hello to Kansas Girl or Gail. But yeah, I wanted to play a couple links since it was on the subject of the sun and stuff. Captain put some out, and I hope you guys don't mind.
No.
I still do have to run a show, so I want to interact with my chat too. So I love you guys. Stay up, everybody. Stay on the panel, and If you could do me a favor, Steve, and mute while we play this, because I'm getting a lot of
yeah.
just as we're playing the video, that'd be great. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and play this. This is called The Sun, I guess. It's called.
Or Steve, flip your sound bar the other direction.
There's the sun. That's how big it is. Looks a lot bigger until you put a filter on it.
One of the questions that has come up a number of times actually is, how is it that the clouds can be lit from underneath? Now, in the spinning heliocentric globe model, it's essentially explained that as the Earth is rolling away from the sun, as it's spinning, it rolls such that the sun is at a much lower angle, and because of that angle, the sun is shining up, and the sun rays are hitting the bottom of the clouds. So when you show people the model of the sun going around in a parallel path above the circle of the Earth, they say, well, in that situation, the sun is above the clouds, and so how could it possibly illuminate the bottom of the clouds when it's doing that? So I decided to take up that challenge and see if I could figure that out based on what I had learned in my previous experiments. And so I got one of these stick 'em up LED lights. You kind of push the button, it's got 3 little LED lights inside, and I taped it up so only one of the LED lights is showing, and stuck it on a box and put it able with my trusty plastic lens set up here. And I took my stand that I was using for the sun and moon and just set it up right here on top of these little Tupperware things. And I was thinking, okay, so let's just say the bottom of this little stand here represents the bottom of the clouds. And so as you can see here, the light is way above, it's well above what would be the bottom of the clouds in this example. So let's see what happens. I turned off the lights and set my iPhone to record, and I'm showing myself here recording all of this with another camera, and I pulled the light back on the table, and watch what happens here. Ooh, check it out. There's that refraction taking place again. It's got the light. It made the sun set, first of all, below the horizon in this case. And let's just show, this is just the iPhone view. I'm going to bring the cloud in here, and the platform's the bottom of the clouds. So the sun's going down, and whoop, there it is. The bottom of the clouds illuminated by a light source that's well above the clouds, moving parallel over a flat surface. So apparently it's possible for the sun to illuminate the bottom of the clouds even on the flat Earth model.
Okay, hold on. I got a couple more to show real quick.
Do you know I love you, Mish and Chuck, all of you?
Yeah, man, we love you. Yep.
Love you.
Yep. There's the pair.
Yeah.
It's a little chubby at the bottom.
It's a little chubbier in the middle.
Yep.
There's two
Hair shape, man. Just
Nice,
like
bud. Good to see you in here. I haven't seen you in a while.
that's like it, huh, Doug? But it would have to be rectangular.
A little too fat on the bottom, but
rectangular is what you're saying, right?
yeah.
Okay.
And at different times of the year,
Felix was 1 inch above this beach ball. You are not in space if you are 1 inch above this beach ball. That shit is flat.
How did he get on here? Kick Tyson off.
Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Oh, look at that! Look at that demon! Look at that demon in the clouds.
Huh?
I said that's creepy, man.
Look at the demon face in there.
Like the Baphomet.
The Baphomet, yeah. Look at it.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Michelle, but you can see demons in every single one of these clips of the so-called fucking. That. Sorry to interrupt, Michelle. You can see demons, a demon face in every single one.
That's the whole point of the video, though, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess he's showing that the pear one is no different than the ball one. You know what I mean? He did a good video a while back showing that you put the ball, the blue marble.
Yeah.
It definitely shows like demonic images all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that song. Oh, I didn't know I was on there.
Willy Wonka, somebody said.
Hey, Sergio.
Come here.
Can I just say, Felix went up in a perfectly good balloon and he jumped out. He was 1 millimeter above this beach ball, and you do not see curvature from 1 inch above this beach ball. That stuff is flat. Chuck.
Yo.
Oh, let me play this one. I just wanted to say something to you, brother.
Yeah, man. What?
You know your last video, one of your last videos about the 6,000 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said possibly next year, 2024, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just saying watch, man. I don't know. I'm just a truck driver.
No, I'm not questioning you. And I commented and said I think that's why the so-called celebrities and elites are building all these
Build the
bunkers.
bunkers. Yep.
Yeah, you responded to the comment anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why they're building bunkers, because in the Bible it says in the end times they will flee, to the hills and mountains, to try and
hide the rocks to fall on them, and to hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, or something like that.
And they will get destroyed in the end times.
Mm-hmm.
But my question, Chuck, to you, because I always question everything, is: do you think it's 2024? I don't know, because before Jesus' return, the mark of the beast has to be implemented. Yeah, I don't know if it was a CVID shot. I don't know. Do you think the mark of the beast has been implemented? Because the mark of the beast has to be willingly taken.
Not yet, man.
You don't think?
Not yet. No.
I was told that the mark of the beast is our birth certificates.
No, it can't be, because you
have numbers on it.
The mark of the beast is where you can't buy or sell. That's where they
worship,
like a chip in your hand.
Yeah, you have to worship an image.
You have to willingly accept
where you cannot buy or sell. We still can buy and sell. We still can go to the grocery store. We can still go to work. We can still
exactly,
go to the
exactly.
country. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just conditioning, man. The social security numbers all
You can't go to work. You
pre-programmed
can't go to
conditioning.
work unless you have a SIN number.
Who said it was a birth certificate?
It was somebody that was telling me a long time ago.
Security. The social security number.
You don't willingly
your birth certificate and your social security number, because you can't work without a social. You guys have social security number. We have SIN number.
The Bible says you have to willingly accept the mark of the beast. When you're born, you get given a birth certificate that you didn't willingly accept.
Yeah, but your parents willingly accepted it.
You're a
Though.
baby. Nobody willingly accept that.
Nobody can make the choice for you. Nobody, not your parents, not nobody. They can't sell you into slavery if you don't consent. That's not how the law works.
Well,
Somebody's
in
echo.
slavery
Everybody's
because of
echoing for some reason.
It's got to be Steve.
Oh, it's always me. Look, always
you have
me.
to turn off your user.
I'm just saying
Always
because
me.
every time he comes
Mish, could
on,
you
Gotta
put us
use
on the
your
screen
headset.
so we can all see each other for a second, and I'll see if I'm echoing.
it doesn't
Right.
matter. It's not going to show us who's echoing on the screen.
Yeah, it does, because your thing moves. Right. Yeah, so who was talking a minute ago saying it was the birth certificate?
I was.
Right, okay.
But
Right.
you got to realize that we can't work without a SIN number, right? We're already stuck in
No,
that position.
yeah, but no, because the birth certificate is given to you when you're born. When you're a baby, you cannot willingly accept that birth
Choose your
certificate.
SIN number. I mean, your social security number.
You
Did
can work
did you
under
choose
the
that?
table. You can work for anybody you want and don't have to put your
Correct.
social security number. You don't have to have taxes taken out.
That's true.
When you can buy, sell, and trade, that's what's in the Bible.
Correct.
They are
right?
supposed to ban trading
You
and
will
all
not
that.
be
That's
able
supposed
to
to be
buy
like a
They haven't yet, though.
or slave
Yeah,
free
that's
and
true.
bond. You will not be able to buy or sell unless you've got the mark of the beast.
Right.
Yeah, and at the moment we can do all those things because we haven't got the mark of the beast
Well,
yet.
doesn't
that would
China
be
have that because they have that social credit system?
It's all
right?
conditioning, man. I think it's all just getting people ready for where they'll
It is.
accept it.
COVID was a program.
When
Yeah.
we first talked, Steve, we were talking about the mark of the beast this one night, and now over a year later, man, here we are. I remember you're like, I said everybody's gonna get it. You're like, I'm not getting it, and I was like, no,
I'm not.
I was like, yeah, no, I'm not getting it either. But what I meant was like, you have to get it if you want to do those things, right?
No.
And
You'll get your head cut off, man. It says it will kill those that don't take it.
Good.
Yeah, well, there goes my head.
Yeah.
Chuck, mate.
Yeah.
I had a revelation, mate. I shouldn't say I swear to God because that's wrong to say that. I had a revelation about 2 or 3 weeks ago, yeah, that told me that I've had all the fun that I've ever wanted in my life, and I don't mean sex and drugs and whatever, all that shit. I've had all the
Right.
fun that I've ever wanted, yeah, with all the things that I've ever dreamed of as a kid, like radio controlled planes, helicopters, all that stuff, yeah. I've achieved everything I've ever wanted to achieve as a kid, yeah. I've had the fun on this earth, yeah, in that sense, not in a negative sense where I've done wrong things against people, like, you know about my prison sentence, but that doesn't matter because that was a violent thing against a violent man anyway, so it doesn't matter. I've achieved everything I've ever wanted to achieve. So now I'm at the point, Chuck, where I really don't care whether I don't wake up in the morning. I don't care if they come for me and go, hey, Steve, you're a Christian. I'm going to kill you. Behead me. I don't care. I'm finished, Chuck. I want.
I'm not going out like that. No.
You have to fight, man. You got to fight.
Chuck, it might sound crazy to you, mate. It might sound crazy to
No,
you.
we all feel like that, man. We're
I want
done.
to say something real quick if y'all don't mind. I'm sorry for interrupting, but Storm had said something that she said we're all slaves. Let me just say this. The Bible gives us authority here. You're only a slave if you choose to be a slave. Period.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly. That's why they do things behind closed doors.
They
do it behind our backs.
I'm 44 years old now, right? I've worked
44.
my life, yeah.
I hear you.
Chuck, I've worked my life, mate. I paid into the evil beast system. What happens? What's the rest of my life? Well, it all goes downhill. You lose your strength, you lose your body, everything, yeah. You become a weak, pathetic man. No one cares about you. You get chucked into a care home. Do I want that? No. Chuck, I'm ready to leave, mate. And if you just want to take me tomorrow, crack on, mate. I'll rather be there, mate, rather than here. Trust me, brother.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Let me come in here. We pretty much all know that we're slaves, and all of us are still slaves, in some sort of way, shape, or form. I'm not gonna sit here. We know we're slaves. We're kind of stuck in the system. And not all of us can get out of the system, and even people that think that they are trying to get out of the system are still in the system. So all I have to say about that is that yes, we have been molded and shaped into the system. Yes, there's certain things that we can do.
There's
I know
different levels. You know what I mean?
there
People
is.
are choosing slavery. Okay, if you choose to be a slave, you will be slave is a mindset. If you're going to be a slave, because if you're trying to get out, if you're trying to get free, if you do quit paying taxes, if you do try to get out of the system, no, I wouldn't call that a slave. I'd say you're trying to take yourself out of that. But I will say this: were we born in this system and conditioned to be a slave? Absolutely. Do we have to remain that way? I don't think we're slaves in our mind. You see what I mean? Are we forced to go to the grocery store and buy some food? Yeah, because this is what we've been conditioned to do. We didn't get trained up to go grow our own food and stuff, right? Like our great grandmothers, they weren't slaves. They cooked their own food. They grew it. They did all these things, right? But slave is a mindset, and I am not a slave. And you don't have to be a slave if you don't want to.
It is a mindset. It is a mindset.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you notice, with all the new houses that are being built these days, I don't know what it's like in the US, but in the UK, all the new houses that are being built, they build them with tiny little gardens, so you don't have room to grow your own food. Yeah? So they're forcing you into the supermarkets to eat their poison. What does it matter
That's
anyway?
what the 15-minute cities are for.
Of course
Living
they
next
are.
to your neighbor. It's like that where I am too.
Yeah. Do you know what they're doing here in the UK? They're building.
Apologize for interrupting.
They're built. Sorry, man. Yeah, go on.
No, I said I apologize for interrupting.
No, you didn't interrupt me, man. Don't worry. Crack on, bud.
No, that's all I wanted to say. I
Michelle,
just actually want to say thank you for this
Michelle,
panel. You guys are awesome.
Play that 3-minute video about the system, how they raise you into the system. You were going to play it earlier, remember? And then you went to another one.
Chuck.
Yeah.
Do you know what they're doing here in the UK, right? They're building like thousands and thousands of houses, yeah, everywhere, yeah. So they're merging the cities into villages because they don't want villages, yeah. And they're putting up cameras everywhere, right? And they're at the same time they're putting barricades up on roads, so they're blocking off roads so you can't drive down them, blaming it on the fake carbon emissions. So they're forcing you all to drive down like one arterial road, and they're causing severe congestion. Yeah. So if they're against carbon emissions, why are you doing that? Why are you building loads of houses, which most houses have like 2 cars per house? You're shutting off roads. You're driving us into like only certain little roads, yeah, that we can all drive down. It's causing congestion. So you're all sat there, mate. You can't move. You're in your car. You're giving off these so-called fake carbon emissions, yeah. And people aren't even waking up to it and going, hang on a minute, if they're against carbon emissions, why are they shutting off roads? Why
Hey,
are they causing congestion?
Steve, have you? I know all you guys have heard that the analogy of a crab or a frog in hot water. How if you put it in boiling water, it'll jump out. What they're doing is they're gradually cranking it up, and we're not boiling yet, but we're getting close.
We're getting very close, Chuck, but I don't think 2024 is going to be the end, Chuck, like in your video. I really don't. We're very close.
Well, I think just keep watching, man. It's close. I don't know if it's 2024.
No,
but we'll find out.
There has to be the mark of the beast, mate. There
Hey
has to
guys,
be.
hey guys, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Steve. I'm really sorry. I wanted to say bye, guys. I have to go to work. So I want to say bye to everybody. I love y'all. Bye, Michelle.
Bye. Good to see you again.
Bye.
Later, Ange.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good shift.
Can I just say something about Chuck's video for a second? I actually agree that 2024 is the point where we are. And I think it's going to be the year that brings us into all their bullshit.
Oh,
yeah. That's all I'm saying is just keep watching, man. We're close.
Yeah. Like,
close to what? I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I think we are really close, but it's confusing because there's a lot of confusing shit that they're putting out there.
I think there's psyops for psyops into psyops into psyops.
Absolutely.
I think there's psyops for the truther community just as well as there is for the sheep community. So I
Absolutely.
think
Maybe
we all
more
have
so.
to be we all have to just believe in Jesus Christ, and we just
Yeah, 100%.
That's the biggest thing is Jesus. Like a lot of people, for me, in my opinion, how I realized what's happening was looking for Jesus. And I think a lot of people, it's hard for me to explain. Like, if you believe that there is a higher power, then nothing what they're doing can stop us. That's how I see it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Well, I'm gonna Steve, if you could mute, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video I've been trying to play for like the last hour.
Yeah. You'll go through pain and suffering before the end, by the way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, just go ahead and mute, and I'm just saying for the video because you're
Just for the video. Yeah.
Yeah, you're echoing, and so it's kind of back and forth. Other than that, let me just play this video, and then we'll continue on.
I've got one that can see.
Building the ultimate controlled smart city may have took time, but it was fairly simple. Everything fell into place with the help of you all, and we thank you for that. We couldn't have done it without you. Our processing starts at birth with assigning each of you a number. Your number is then ran through a 13-year program where we implanted our ways of communication in spells to understanding where exactly your place is within our system. We then sent that number to their occupation to keep them occupied, only allowing time off when they are weakened. We placed a live screen in as many boxes as possible to deliver additional programming disguised as news and entertainment. It was very important to have cameras everywhere to see exactly what was going on, and over time, we strategically placed them where needed.
Am I still getting an echo? You guys hearing an echo?
No, it sounds good.
No, it's fine.
Sounds good.
I'm on mute, mate.
Yeah, it sounds good when you're muted. Everything sounds good.
I'm gonna mute. I was trying. I muted before. I was trying to tell you guys this. I'm muting, and then I'm gonna play the rest of this video.
All right, go ahead.
In addition, we needed advanced individual tracking systems and monitors. We needed to track your every movement, where you go, who you talk to, what you research, and also what you try to hide. These devices allow us to listen to every conversation, analyze data like facial expressions, frequency of voice, fingerprints, biological matter, and typical daily patterns. At first, we convinced you to pay out of pocket for these devices, but we were having trouble tracking the poor slaves, so we gave them tracking devices for free of charge. We needed additional devices to be placed around our subjects' perimeters and transmits to listen when their tracking devices were not embedded. We also designed wearable devices that would track things like walking stride, heart frequency, sleeping stages, and currency. Eventually, we were able to do all this through our Wi-Fi frequencies within each box. We created the illusion of the closed-circuit camera systems, but I can assure you, we are all connected. We are all one. We attached wireless controlling devices to every gas line, water line, and electrical box. We ran programs disguised as energy-saving solutions to switch out every light bulb with LEDs to raw our Wi-Fi, which transmits data.
Somebody's not muted.
Via light. We also switched out every street lamp with LEDs that also doubles as 5G transmitter source system would transmit data instantly. We placed control towers strategically throughout each circuit. As if you beings weren't dependent enough, we also infiltrated your food, water, air, and your body. We're not quite done, so please stay tuned.
That's it.
We are done there. Okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't, I muted myself just to make sure there was no echo. Sorry, Sergio. Sorry, Steve. We're done with that now. We can all unmute now.
I just thought that was pretty spot on with what we were talking about, how they get everybody into the system.
Right.
Yeah, don't use LED bulbs. That's what I say.
Really?
Well, they've banned the normal bulb over here in the UK.
No, you can find. Oh, in the UK, I don't know. Check. You guys have like dollar stores there? Like dollar stores, like buy this for $1. You guys have those? Or like flea markets or something like that?
We do, yeah.
No,
try finding them there. They have them in there.
Yeah, what they do over here in the UK is they change your light fittings, so you can't use an old school bulb. You can only use an LED now, and it's not against the law. And they've actually phased out the old light bulb because the new LED light bulbs have got mercury in it, which poisons you. They know what they're doing, man. We know what they're doing.
Well, the diodes, I'm only speaking from experience. The diodes in those bulbs, they can also send signals through those bulbs because of those. It's all electronic now, right? So they can send like radio frequencies through those bulbs now. So yeah, I'm not surprised that they banned them over there because over there is where they start all this.
Well, yeah, but the thing
in the
is,
UK, anything where I get my news, I always get my news from the UK first because it always ends up coming over here after. That's from what I realized. That's what's been happening these last, since I've known to look for this stuff.
they can use their bulbs, mate, but I've got 2 Bibles, mate, with me, and my Bible is a lot more powerful than their satanic bulbs, mate. And Jesus Christ will protect me. And when it's my time to go, mate, it's my time to go. And I ain't worried about it, mate. I am not worried about going because it's going to be a hell of a lot better than this shit. I'll tell you that now. Jesus says in the Bible, I build you many mansions in heaven for us. Many mansions. Do you want to be down here with a mansion? Because my daughter said to me earlier on today, she went, oh, my friend lives over there in that massive mansion. I said, yeah. Are they going to take that mansion to the grave? Are they going to take it to heaven with them? No, they're not. I said, Jesus Christ is building mansions for us in heaven, mate. And that's where we're going to go. They may get their mansion on earth for, 70 years? We get a mansion in heaven for eternity, mate.
I think it's talking about our body, though, no? Like our heavenly flesh body.
Well, he does say that in my Father's house are many mansions. That's how it's worded.
Well, about that, Jesus, you have to remember, too, he gave us strength to fight them, right? We can't just sit here and wait for him to come and save us. He gave us strength to fight what they're doing, right? So we can't just feel like, I can't wait for that time to come where he's going to come and save us all. Because, the earth is going to get wiped out.
All the world's
a lot of people don't do what they're doing.
All the world's a stage. Believe me, my brother, I fought against the system my whole life. And what happened to me is 2 prison sentences. And I can't do it again, mate. I'm 44 years old. I cannot do this shit anymore, mate. I cannot fight them anymore. The more you fight against the system, mate, the more evil they are. They turn up with police, child protection, all
You
sorts.
can't fight the system. It says who can make war with the beast. If you
can't.
win a battle, you're going to lose, the war. I mean, you're not going to be able to battle against the system.
No,
I hear what you're saying. I've never been to prison or jail. I'll never want to go there. But I hear what you're saying. I've been through some shit, and today, last couple of days, I haven't been feeling myself, and I'm like, it was surprising that I seen this live because it actually, it's good to talk, right? So, like, I hear you, I hear what you're saying, and you can't do it anymore. And I'm at the end where I can't, like, I'm getting fed up, right? Even just with certain people in my life, with friends and family, but I feel like if I give up, that's like a sin on its own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're all fed up, man. We're all like right at the end, but we have to keep going. We have to endure and occupy. That's all we can do.
I will never ever give up, but I don't want to lose my freedom. I fought for my family. I'm like the lion, mate. Yeah, I look after my cubs, mate. And I had a situation a few weeks ago, mate, with a guy who there was, unfortunately, up the road from me there's a drug den, and they came out and they threatened my daughter. She was out with her friend and she came home at 5 a.m, and these guys came out, 4 or 5 of them, and threatened my daughter. She come banging on the door, screaming, like they threatened her with a knife and that. And I'm not going to say on here what I did, but I went up there, and 2 days later they moved out. Does that make me a bad person? No, not at all, because I never ever hurt anyone. I am the nicest person, mate. I will help anyone out. But if someone attacks,
you also did something to someone to help your daughter, but you also probably did something to them to be fearful of doing that again, right? So I don't think you did anything wrong at all. You're defending your family, and you also probably defended other people on top of it too, right?
Let me say this real quick. Steve, let me say this real quick. Nobody, I don't think anybody here on this platform wants to lose their freedom. Nobody.
No.
Just making a statement.
Mish, I had the police turn up. They turned up like a few weeks later, which was a couple of days ago. And they asked me about it, and I said, look, there's a crack down up the road. They threatened my daughter with a knife, and I said, I didn't tell them what I did. I said I went up there and I had a word with them, and they moved out 2 days later. And one of the coppers, he looked very, very fucking satanic. He was there with his arms crossed, with a big, like, Manchurian chin, with a big grin on his face, and he was just shaking his head and going, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he loved it. He loved it, mate. And they didn't care. They didn't care. And I guess they don't care. If people, they don't care about people like that, Mish, because I know these crackheads and that have got their problems and stuff, but you do not go out and threaten young girls with knives. I don't care whether you're a crackhead, a smackhead, alcoholic, or whatever. You do not threaten people. And the police won't do anything in the UK. If you call the police, you call 999. You wouldn't even get an ambulance. You watch the documentaries, Michelle. You call an ambulance, it takes 20 hours to get to you. You'll be dead by then. If you don't have a defib, mate, over here, mate, you'll be dead. 20
like that.
Ambulances turn up. I went up and I did what I had to do to protect my family. And the Bible says you have to protect your family. You can protect your family. And that's the way it goes, mate. And I will always protect my family to the end, mate. And I know there's fakes out there who go, yeah, I'll protect my family. They don't. I love my kids. You love your kids while you're on Facebook, and they're all out.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. They're all out. Their kids are all out. They're 5, 6 years old, playing in the road and that. They don't love their kids. I'm a genuine Christian, genuine man. a lion, mate, for this family, mate. And I've protected my family so many times and put my life on the line. Done 2 prison sentences, protecting my family. Yeah. And that's the way it rose. And now the smackheads are gone. I've got rid of them. The crackhead, horrible people. And I didn't want to do it, but I have to do it. You got to do what you got to do, Mish. God ain't going to punish me, mate, for protecting my family.
All right, real quick, I wanted to say hi, Jen. I love you, girlfriend. I've been thinking about you. Just wanted to say I love you, and so glad to see you, girl. I told Dub I said I had to call you this weekend, but I just wanted to say hello. I love you. Let's go on a different subject.
There you go.
Let's talk about let's all have a conversation.
Yes.
You know, let's.
Good idea.
I'm not saying, Steve. No, I love having you on here, Steve. But let's all have a conversation. Let's have different subjects to talk about.
6,000 years.
Yeah, I don't want it to be focused on one person. Not saying it's focused on you, Steve. I'm just saying let's spread the goodness out.
Well, yeah. I wanted to ask Chuck. That's the reason I joined this to ask Chuck about the 6,000 years and 2024 being the end.
I never said it was the end.
No, you didn't. You said it could possibly be the end, Chuck.
Well, that would be the beginning of the 7-year tribulation and all that.
So you think that 2024 is the beginning of a tribulation?
No, I just think that we're coming near the end of the 6,000 years, and just to be watching next year.
No, Chuck, on my life, this is not me questioning you. I just love to ask and get the information and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
But surely, Chuck, there has to be the mark of the beast has to take place before Jesus' return.
No. The mark of the beast happens 3 years before he returns. But it's like halfway through the Great Tribulation.
So the COVID shot is definitely not the mark of the beast.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But let's talk about something else. We'll talk. I'll do another video about that.
One more time. I want everybody to join in. I want everybody to be a part of the conversation.
There's a group here.
Yeah, we're
Go
all
ahead
part of the panel.
Go ahead and start something.
And let's talk about something else. Let's go somewhere else. We're talking about what happened in 2023. Any psyop. Let's just talk about.
I remember one. Remember the Burning Man?
Yeah, it got rained out.
With
that flooded.
And the one with that rapper. What about the one with that rapper, that evil rapper?
That was 2022, wasn't it? Wasn't that 2022?
Yeah. No, that was. See, I don't even know.
I'm just kidding.
I thought it was this year.
I don't know, because they kind of blend together, you know. Like, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about the Hookentran, the ballroom shooting, but I think that was in 2022, and
could have been.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
But the Burning Man was this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
the one when they got stuck in the mud.
Spring.
Everybody got stuck.
That was spring. Yeah.
And then what? So the concert with the rapper where all those people got like mauled that was last year.
Yeah, I think that was 2022. You're talking about the
Travis Scott.
Yeah, Travis Scott.
Yeah,
That's
Travis
who it
Scott.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was 2022.
Holy crap!
that was
man. Years go by so fast.
They did.
They all blend together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a
100%.
constant stream of them.
Brian, Horizontal Horizons, you back from wrestling practice?
Oh, it's about time, Brian. What's it? I'm gonna drop the link if you want to come on, brother.
Mish.
Yo.
Have you all noticed that times really spread up massively?
The years fly by. The days drag, but the years fly by. It seems like.
Oh, they've been flying.
I speak to my kids, right? When I was a kid, yeah, and I was at school, and we used to have like the 6 weeks holidays for summer from school, and the 6 weeks went on forever, yeah. And
Mhm.
I've said to my mates, like, it's weird how quick time's going. And I asked my daughter the other day, and I said, what's time like for you? Like, does it go by slowly or really quick? And my daughter and my son both said time is flying by. So why is it flying by for a kid when I'm told as an adult that, oh, it's going quick because you're an adult. But I'm asking my kids and they're saying time's flying by, Dad. So what's going on? Do you think it's something to do with CERN, or is it like, I don't know, is it done by Jesus to quickly get us through it? I don't know. I don't know. Any ideas? Anyone, please? Anyone?
We do have leap years.
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference, does it?
I think it does.
No, because a leap year is to do with a globe
I have
Earth.
an idea.
Globe Earth.
Let's go back to Michelle's suggestion of let's discuss something that we're all involved in.
Hey, Brian, were you going to come on? I dropped the link, brother.
A leap year's got nothing to do with time, because a leap year is globe Earth, isn't it? The Earth spins around the sun, so many times, whatever, and then there's a quarter of a year every year, so we give you an extra day or whatever. That's bullshit. Time spread out dramatically.
They actually took a month out of the calendar from what I noticed. Because they're supposed to be 13, not 12, but that's a whole other.
Yeah, the calendar's a lie. The whole calendar's a lie. It's not. It's not 2023. It's all a lie.
Who knows, man?
Well, why September the 9th month? October, the 10th month. Oct means 8.
Just changed it for confusion. That's all.
No.
So
Yeah, I think
they
so.
did it so we can't determine what the times.
Yeah.
It's just all satanic shit.
Yeah, for sure. Is everybody there? It's got quiet all of a sudden, man. What's going on?
Somebody left.
So,
yeah,
Steve left.
we're a group again.
Yo, you guys are muted. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm doing something. Hold on.
Okay.
Well, what do you guys? I don't even remember. This is
Brian
how
say he
bad
was
it
coming
is. I don't even remember the psyops of all the stuff that happened this year. I just remember like a couple of things.
I think that's the point, man. I think they want to,
100%.
you know what I mean? Psyops within psyops.
Like, what do we got? Today's the 22nd. So I don't even know what Christmas is. What, Monday? 24th? Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. Usually something happens.
Yeah, who knows?
I think the US has a big, I don't know, man, concern about the West, because the population here, it's getting, like where I am, it's getting overpopulated, and they're not really doing anything about it. They're just bringing in more people in, and it's causing chaos, right? And I think it's all, well, it's done on purpose, in my opinion.
For sure.
And it's also splitting up communities now. Like my like culture is like pretty much not disappearing, but like there's things that I used to do as a kid that kids don't have the same things that I have, right? There's like so many, like this 1, 2, 3 groups of people that are here have taken over everything.
Yeah, man.
And I just want to let you guys know something too. My dad, he had a bank appointment. So like at the bank, because he had to move some things around in his stocks. So he's got like a little, just he doesn't have much. But I mean, like he went there to go and talk to them. When he came home, he noticed that 5K was missing out of his shares. So I just want to let everyone know, and people who are listening, that there's a lot of scams going on. You should be very educated and like know what's going on, because now they're starting to do it within like in like corporations, like in industrial, like I don't know, like banks. They do it in insurance companies now. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how these guys can move around and take out something out of my dad's account, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to say, like, whatever you guys do with your accounts or with something, for your grandkids or your children, make sure that no one is messing around with that stuff, and know who you're talking to when you go and see like these banking experts, right? Because I
Mm-hmm.
think now they're starting to infiltrate, because they're scamming people, and I'm watching on YouTube these scam baiters, and they're scamming
They're
people, and they're
everywhere, man.
really good at it. But now they're starting to enter the banks, they enter the insurance companies. So that's all I
Hey,
want to say.
Michelle, remember I know you guys that have ads. What about the ad? It's echoing. Everything's echoing again.
Sorry, chat. It's me.
Yeah,
Chat.
mute for just 1 second, real quick. I just want to say one thing.
Yeah,
There's this.
just Steve, if you're going to be on here, I need you to mute when you're not speaking.
And then when you speak, unmute.
I am on mute.
And yeah, and just let other people speak also, please. Please do that. Okay. All right.
Hey, the ads where they're offering people $6,600 for, you know what I'm talking about? I know you guys have seen it. They're getting all the celebrities. It's like every freaking commercial that you see.
Yeah, those are probably scam ads.
Yeah, what is it like? The government has been taking this money from you. And Michelle, we were talking about this the other day. You remember?
Take your money out of the bank.
Michelle's on mute again.
Don't
Michelle.
trust.
I'm here. Yeah, no, it's a subsidy. Every commercial on YouTube, every ad, I'm not ad free. Sorry guys, but I'm not going to pay for it. And so when I'm on my phone, I get ads all the time.
I hate it, man. Every other commercial.
Ad is they've covered every spectrum. I mean, they've covered everybody. If you're over 65 and you get Medicare, you can get the subsidy. If you're under 65 and you don't get any medical insurance, you qualify. If you're unemployed and you're under 60, you qualify. If you make under $100,000 a year, then you qualify. If you're on food stamps, then you qualify. I mean, I've seen every ad possible. And
Let's talk about the catch. What's the catch?
I've told Chuck, I said, I think this is where the digital dollar is going to come in, and they're going to put everybody on a social score. They're going to give they've got celebrities that are coming out. I mean, I've seen so many celebrities lately coming out and saying the government's lied to you, and they've got all this money for you. They've been lying. Celebrities, come on, guys. And so what I'm saying is, I told Chuck, I said, yeah, we could all jump on board, but I think there's Steve, could you mute, please? There's a catch. There's a catch somehow, some way, to get everybody on the digital dollar and to have them locked in.
No, they love us. They want to give us money, Michelle. Come on, there's no catch.
Well, yeah. Well, let me think about that. Maybe I should just stop. I'm just kidding. But it's crazy because I'm like, there's a big catch, and Chuck's like, well, maybe we should try to. I was like, hell no, because they've got to have people locked in. He wasn't serious.
I need $6,600 a month.
You don't need. We don't need. I don't need it. But what I'm saying is, I think that's to get everybody. They're hitting everybody. First they started out saying if you don't get medical insurance, you can collect this. Now it's like, oh, you got 2 days left. If you're over 65, oh, you can collect it. If you're, they're targeting everybody. Everybody qualifies. Everybody qualifies. So I think that has everything to do with putting everybody on the digital dollar on a social score, and then they're gonna get everybody so comfortable with this crap, and they're gonna take it all away.
What did Jesus say, Michelle? He said, "Fear not." In the end times, it will become wicked. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not fearing. We're just discussing.
Don't worry, Michelle. Do not worry about all this stuff. Yeah. Believe in the Father, and you will get eternal life. Don't care for any of this material bullshit, the money. Jesus will protect you to the end.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you. I got that far. I understand that, and I do not fear. This is just a subject we were going to cover. It wasn't something that we're all scared about and scared. This is something that we've been seeing happening, and we're discussing it, Steve. We're not scared, and we're not fearful, and we're all believers. Just so you know.
I know, Mish. I know it's scary. It's really
I'm not
scary
scared. Let's get that right. Wait, let's back up. I'm not fearful.
No fear.
There's no fear. There's no fear in this discussion by any means. We're discussing what we're seeing and what we're trying to figure out what they're trying to do. That's all. There's no fear in my voice. There might be passion in my voice, but there's no fear.
Hey, meanwhile, Sergio's changing a poopy diaper, guys.
I understand, Mish. I understand because I go through the same feelings as you. Yeah.
I'm not fearful.
We're trying to explain stuff to people, but at the end of the day, we've got to go by the gospel. And Jesus Christ says it will be difficult. It will be very difficult at times. And He will provide for us.
So I think we're all on the same page there, Steve. So let us discuss it and talk about it if we can.
What's the topic?
That's kind of where we're trying to do is we Chuck brought up the subject and I jumped in. So let's discuss it. That's all we're trying to do. Nobody's in fear about this. I'm not scared I'm not scared of the subsidy. I'm not scared of the government. I'm not scared of the celebrities. I'm not scared to being on a social score. I'm not scared of any of that. It's a discussion. Period.
I know, Mish. I didn't mean it in that way. On my own, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just pointing out that we're all in the same boat, and we shouldn't fear the system. We should not fear them. Yeah. Yep. Jesus Christ has told us, do not be afraid, because I love you and I will be here for you. Yeah. To the end of time.
Yeah, Laserbeam, good to see you, man.
That's what Jesus said, isn't it, Chuck?
Yep.
What did He say to His disciples, mate, before He departed after the supper? I will be with you again in heaven.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute, and you can take over, Steve. Go ahead. Take over.
I don't want to take over, mate.
Go ahead, take over and be host, okay? Thank you.
Oh, no, Mish, I don't want to be a host. Well, Mish, I wasn't being rude. I was just saying, Jesus said, to his disciples when he came back. He said, "Do not be in fear, for I love you, and I will see you again in heaven." And that's why we shouldn't be afraid of whatever the system's doing to us. We shouldn't be afraid. Yeah, we can discuss it amongst ourselves and warn people.
But yeah, I think none of us here are afraid, though. You know what I mean?
No,
See?
I'm not reaching out to you, Chuck. I'm reaching out to anyone who's listening. I know
No,
you're
none of us though. Nobody in the chat, man. I don't think nobody's afraid.
No, not in the chat. Not in the chat. Anyone who's potentially watching this right now who's not even in the chat. Yeah. Jesus said not to be afraid, for all these things must come to pass. Yeah. But do not be afraid. I'm not telling you that. You know that. Michelle knows
Yeah,
it.
we hear you, man.
Chuck
We
knows
hear
that.
you. I'm sure
I'm
people
just
on the
saying.
panel hear you as well.
Yes, but I'm just saying that to anyone else who's potentially listening to the live stream now, not to be afraid. Don't be afraid of any of this stuff. Don't be afraid of war, famine, disease, earthquakes. Jesus loves you. If you give up your heart, give up yourself, and believe in Jesus Christ, actually believe in your soul that Jesus Christ came to earth to forgive you, you will have eternal life in heaven. And do not be afraid. That's what he said. He told his disciples, and it was written in the Bible. Do not be afraid of anything they do, anything the beast system does. The system.
I wanted to say hello to Rice Cooker and Kansas Gal and Jen and Red Storm and Combat Veteran, and let's see who else is here. Pam, Brian, Awake. Let's see who else we're gonna sit there and look at. Sergio. I mean,
Anybody have any links?
Yeah, Sergio. I thought you were on here. Are you gonna say anything?
Yeah, Sergio is all quiet.
You're back in the corner there, bro. Let's speak out. Jesus Christ, my Lord, is here. Who else? Ange was here, but she said she had to go to work. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to say hello to you guys and thank you for coming by and being here with us.
You know what? I bit my lip in the exact same spot as I did this morning, and it's just my luck.
Hi, Brian.
Drink some vinegar.
Ooh.
Brian, what's up, man?
Sea salt helps with that.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hear you.
All right.
Welcome. How are you?
No, I'm just neck sore actually. I hurt my neck wrestling a little bit, a little pinched nerve, something like that. I'm getting old, but whatever.
Which wrestling is that? American wrestling or like Brazilian
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu?
folk style, whatever you call it. You know.
Cool.
Kid wrestling.
Yeah, kids wrestling. Yeah, I would call jiu-jitsu, but no, folk style wrestling. You know, you got freestyle wrestling, you got fake wrestling, WWE. You know, all those guys like Vince
So it's
McMahon.
wrestling then, not wrestling. It's wrestling.
Wrestling.
It's where you manhandle another man and wipe the mat with them. That's what I call it. Where you can go out and show your physicality and not get in trouble for it. And no, it's not the same as punching another man in the face. That's different physicality.
God bless you all. See you on the other side, brothers and sisters.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Okay.
Later, Steve.
You guys having fun?
We're having a fun.
We are now. See, we're waiting on you, Brian.
Okay, sorry. I'm kind of making food at the same time.
Wrestling.
I'm doing the
wrestling.
same.
Double leg takedown, power double, single leg, fireman's carry, high cross.
Hey, you remember
single.
the chicken wing? The chicken wing.
You can't do that. It's illegal. You hurt someone. You have to do a bar arm.
Nice kitchen, Sergio.
The pipe wrench. Do you know how to do the pipe wrench?
I don't know about the pipe wrench.
Pipe wrench.
Pipe bomb. You know.
What the fuck is a pipe wrench?
It's where I can't explain it, man. I'd have to show you.
You get the double bar arm. No, a chicken wing, when you put your arm up around his shoulder blade and stuff and get up over his shoulder, it'll hurt him.
No, dude, that's not. No, the chicken wing I'm talking about is legal.
Okay. You know what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah.
It just puts him in a compromised
You're talking about a
position.
high arm bar. Like a high arm
like a high.
bar.
Yes, exactly that. And it'll break your shoulder.
Yep.
Tear it up.
What are you making?
Bacon and eggs for dinner. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to make, and then the kids were like, I want this, I want that. And I was like, well, I'm making bacon and eggs. It's simple.
Breakfast is good all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can have breakfast 24/7.
Throw in a grilled cheese while you're at it.
That too.
That sounds good too.
That's good away.
No, I make cinnamon. I make toast, put butter on it, and then I put a quarter cup of sugar with 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and I make my own cinnamon sugar, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Oh,
Do it that way. That's one of my favorite things. My kids all like Nutella. I like the cinnamon and sugar.
You have to use butter though, right?
Yeah. It won't stay on if you don't. Just fall off on you.
You ever made your own cinnamon rolls?
No.
That sounds good.
My wife has made donuts at home though. She's taken like something from the store, like croissants or something like that, and then she's like made donut holes, if you know what I'm saying. And we make our own donuts with things like that. No, we're not too crazy making our own stuff, but my wife does make a lot of stuff. She makes some of these. She made these chocolate cookies the other day. They're like just chocolate cookies with white sugar on them, powdered sugar, and they're pretty good. It's just from nothing. She has a big old KitchenAid mixer, if you know what I'm saying, one of those big ones. It's a nice one. I bought it for a long time ago, but she makes bread and does things like that with it too.
Hey Chuck, wasn't your wife gonna make some puppy chow or one of those Chex Mix thingies, desserts?
Oh yeah, let me tell you guys about this real quick.
Mud puppies, right?
There's this. It's actually called Christmas crack.
Oh,
Go figure.
Muddy.
You get Chex Mix. You get the Chex Mix, and what you do is you get white chocolate and you melt the white chocolate. And the thing is, we got white chocolate, but the chocolate would not melt. But she put it on the stove and got it really hot, and it wouldn't melt. And then she put it in the microwave, and it started scorching.
Oh my God.
And it still wouldn't melt. And it reminded me of a while back. Remember when people would get snowballs, and it wouldn't melt? They would put a flame, like a lighter, under it, and it would smoke and turn black, but it wouldn't melt. And I'm just like, man, don't eat the chocolate. It's like the chocolate chips, but they're white chocolate.
Right.
And I've never heard of chocolate that would not melt in my whole life.
Bro, that's wild. You should do a video that I can get those or tell me the brand. I want to try that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I have 2 bags. Actually, I think I could do a video. I could put it on the stove and show, like, I could time lapse it or something and just show that it will not melt. And then you put it in the microwave, it turns like a brownish scorch color, but it will not melt. It's chocolate chips.
Kraft
white
singles.
chocolate
You
chips.
buy the baking cover?
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah, they're
that's
for
crazy.
bacon, and they will not melt.
I remember years ago, Kraft singles, supposedly the ones that come in their own individual wrapper, those have a problem melting too, compared to just your regular standard cheeses that you would buy elsewhere.
You know what else don't melt, Brian? Vegan cheese.
No. Vegan cheese, all right.
Vegan cheese.
Oh, so speaking of which, I know I said it months and months ago about my kids playing in the driveway with a bar of what is it, Irish Spring. That crap is still on my driveway, and we're talking 6 months later.
I remember that.
That white stain is still on my driveway. I was just looking at it the other day. I was like, man, we wash our bodies with that every day, and 6 months later, it's still on my driveway.
I guarantee it's still on your body.
Yeah, soap scum.
Yeah. Yay.
And Brian, did you say Kraft singles? Kraft singles are not cheese. I've seen people try to burn those. And
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm talking about. It wouldn't burn, and it was just weird, turn black, stuff like that. Wouldn't melt, wouldn't burn, whatever.
Like a McDonald's bun.
Listen to what we're talking about. We're talking about
food, man. Food. They've infiltrated our food system. And that video that you played that I shared, I'm telling you, this says that's what they'll do. They'll infiltrate. And somebody was mentioning earlier, I think it was Ange or something, about people not being able to grow their own food. See, they thought about that. The seed companies like Monsanto and Bayer, like the Bayer aspirin, they've like changed the seeds and they make it where they won't grow year after year. You know what I mean? It's not like
Or
it
they
used to
don't
be.
produce their own seed. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
yeah,
that's what you're
exactly.
saying. Yeah.
Exactly.
The seed will only bloom one time and it won't produce a crop
One
with
time, and
seeds
you
that
got
will
to
bloom
buy
again.
more. Yep,
Yeah,
you
you
got to
don't get
buy more.
heirloom seeds. You got to buy your
Exactly.
heirloom seeds.
Yeah, they're doing away with that.
Seed vaults, whatever.
You can find organic seeds and store them in your freezer.
Yeah, but you know what? Organic is not organic. You gotta have your own organic. I was talking to Ange earlier this morning
It's just
about
less
that.
processed or something, but it's
Yeah,
probably
organic is just another way of making money.
Yep.
Because there's nothing organic. I mean, look at our skies. You have to have like a big, huge greenhouse and grow it yourself, and take care of it yourself. There's no organic. By the time it gets to the stores, it's already.
I had an old timer tell me basically that there isn't nothing organic because supposedly a long time ago everything was organic. He says, so how's it all organic now when it was organic to begin with? What's going on?
Well, they're pushing it. Sergio, you mentioned that they're pushing it, so that tells you something.
I stopped buying organic because I'm an organic person myself. And
hey, rice cooker needs a wrench real quick, Michelle. Not to
that happened to both of us at the same time, Michelle. We were like, "Oh, we do organic," and then we had a conversation. I'm like,
"Yeah,
oh,
I'm a natural kind of gal."
Yeah,
natural kind of gal.
I'm a natural kind of gal. I'm so natural, but
hey, it's fake until proven real.
That's right.
Can you guys hear me cracking eggs?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
All right, just wondering.
Just making sure. I'm just
Yep.
crack away.
You know what? And it's expensive. Combat veteran mentioned that's the thing. They push organic and non-GMO, but yet they've infiltrated that. You know what I mean? They want you to pay more money to get the same bullshit. Excuse my language.
That's basically. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Amazon bought out Whole Foods. Come on now. So
that's how the old timer explained it to me.
Think about that.
Whole Foods has the chips.
And
they're doing the
2019, right before the lockdown.
Amazon's doing the chip in the hand or the palm. The palm, you pay with your palm.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
That
Let me find a video about that real quick. I want to show you the Whole Foods.
Hey, I want to add a secret to my recipe. I make scrambled eggs, but I put what the heck am I trying to say? I put milk in them. I put 1 tablespoon per egg, and the eggs do not stick to the bottom of the pan no more. I promise you. So for anybody who makes scrambled eggs and stuff like that, and they're like, dang, these eggs sticking all the time. Well, they won't stick if you put milk in there. Promise.
Michelle, play this link I just put in the chat. It's 2 minutes. It's from the news about the chips that are coming to Whole Foods. I hear you scrambling the eggs.
I know. I'm gonna mute myself. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
It's a cooking show now.
Yeah. Come on, rice cooker. I'm just kidding.
Hey, we need real. What's his name? Andy from Real Cooking.
Yeah, I was like looking. I was like, let's ask him about.
I know.
Yeah.
He's in the UK. I think it's like morning there now. Did you get that link?
I say we get Martha Stewart on the show and get her to get us her insider trading secrets.
Oh, there you go.
No thanks. Sorry.
The Stewart.
All right, here we go.
Hannah, that's it.
Roll it.
I'm just gonna come out and say that this is a man. This is a man. Her shoulders are bigger than.
She's a linebacker.
Yeah, that, and she doesn't have it. She doesn't have any.
I want
boobs.
her on my fantasy football team.
That's
Gotta be a dude right here on CBS. I'm not gonna get. Oh yeah, this is your. Is this your video?
It's not mine. It's just a news clip. Just watch it. It's only like 2
I
minutes
hope
long.
I'm not gonna get taken down for something stupid with CBS. But anyway, here we go.
Soon you will be able to pay for groceries at every Whole Foods in the U.S. with just a swipe of your hand. Amazon says that the pay by
Oh,
phone
wow.
technology
Sounds
will
cool.
be at all of those stores nationwide by the end of the year. Customers just have
Let's all go swipe our hands. Let's be hand swipers.
to hover their hand over the device to pay.
Yay.
This method is already being used at 200 Whole Foods locations across 20 states, and you can also find it in other places, stores like Panera Bread.
Oh,
Hardware
yay.
editor at TechCrunch, Brian Heater,
All the
joins us
trendy
now.
places.
Brian, let's just start off. Tell us how this tech.
That's a female to male, right there. You just look at that. I'm telling you guys,
like it's
Let's
so
hear
hard
the
to
voice.
tell now.
that's a female to male.
Okay.
All right.
It probably
technology
is.
works.
Sure. So in terms of the actual enrollment process, the first time you go to one of these Amazon One locations, you wave your hand over it. That will enroll you in the program, and then you associate that with a credit card that you have on file. In terms of the actual underlying technology behind it, it's not actually getting a read of the palm itself, which I think is what most people expect. It's actually taking a look at the vein patterns underneath your hands, which Amazon is effectively saying is
I don't see an Adam's apple. His neck is very short. Anyway.
is a way to do this kind of biometric identification without actually giving any identifying information away.
That's fascinating. I mean,
Oh, yeah, I
think
believe
anybody
that.
who hears this story immediately goes to questions about safety, privacy, the data that's being collected. Amazon has been criticized in the past for some of the data that they collect, and whether they have properly notified consumers about that. What safeguards is Amazon taking?
Sure. Well, the primary one is all of this is going through Amazon's cloud servers. So this is encrypted information. Amazon has generally done a good job of
Hey, pause it real
protecting
quick,
privacy through the cloud itself.
They care about your privacy, so don't worry. It's okay. They're not going to share your data. Amazon is for us. It's for the
greater good. Yes.
It is. Yes.
They've always cared. The government cares. Amazon cares. YouTube cares.
This is for YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. We agree with this.
Space cares. I'm just kidding. Russia cares. China cares. They all care. All of them. Even
The key word, greater
Israel
good.
The greater
cares.
good. Yeah. No. Sustainable development.
Nah,
The
Chuck,
world cares.
I was talking with a buddy today about that, just saying how the greater good changes its definition all the time. It's whatever the agenda is. Today, the greater good is this. Tomorrow, the greater good's that.
Yeah.
For the greater good, guys. For the greater good, YouTube. Just kidding.
I think one of the sort of bigger concerns around this specifically is that unlike the biometric data that you're giving on your phone, for example, that's stored locally on the device itself, but this is going up into the cloud. So like theoretically,
See how they spend like the last minute of the commercial trying to tell you how safe it is.
Right? They say it's not like the data that's in your phone that stays in your device. That's bullshit, because when you install an app, they ask now. They say,
grab that data, but it's
Sergey, your voice got really high.
It got real high there, high pitch.
Don't have fear, Sergio.
Yeah,
Don't be scared.
What I'm saying is now instead of prompting you, do you want to share this with do you want to share your data or do you want to keep it private? That's how more or less was the question. Now what they ask you when you get an app, they say, would you like to ask the app not to share, or yes, share? It's like, what do you mean ask? What do you mean ask the app? So either way, they're collecting it.
Well,
They are.
let me tell you guys, everybody. I always want to share my data because I want everybody to know everything about me because it's for the greater good. I'm just kidding.
It's for the greater good.
For the greater good.
I like the way that they tell you don't worry about it because this information goes to the cloud. And the cloud is merely someone else's computer. That's what the cloud is. So don't worry about your data because it goes on somebody else's computer.
What about the real clouds, Dub?
The real clouds.
That's right. We don't have any real clouds.
Yeah.
I forgot. They're all engineered.
It's those clouds.
Okay. Well, never mind. Never mind.
Hey, Michelle, real quick. I found this video. You got to play this. Talking about it's for the greater good. And you like this. You got to watch this one. This one's fun.
So let me take this
Put it
one
in the
off.
chat. It's short.
It's short.
It's for the greater good is the title.
Well, let me go in there. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, holy moly. Whoops. Give me a second.
You know, that's another conditioning. The whole holy this, holy that. Holy SH.
Holy
Word
SH.
Scanning to me sounds like scamming.
Mm-hmm.
Or holy shit.
It's just another way for them to
That's what I
scam
mean.
us.
That's what I mean. It's
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said it.
Oh, hey.
And he's still here.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's for.
Dub's still here.
Yes, Danny's still here.
Okay, good show.
Danny's still here, Dub. I'm just kidding.
Come on, Danny. Dub's calling.
He finally came back. He's been gone for about an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he decided that it was important enough to come back. So hey,
Those
Danny,
eyes.
welcome
I
back.
saw that, yeah.
No, just so you guys know, her channel's called Conservative
She looks
Mama. She does a lot of. She's really good, but she was also a very big Trump fan. I don't know where she stands now because I don't follow her.
She's
But I
running.
used to be sub to her, but
Yeah, you got to chew the meat and spit the bones out. I mean, this video is fun.
She's really good. She's really, really good
Mm-hmm.
at what she does. I'm telling you, she's really good. She did a lot of COVID stuff. She cracks you up. But anyway, here we go.
For the greater good. We need you to close your business just for a short time. It's for the greater good. We need you to stay home just a little bit longer than 2 weeks. It's for the greater good. We need you to wear this on your face. It's for the greater good. We need you to wear 2 of these on your face. It's for the greater good. We need you to inject this into your body. It's for the greater good. We need you to spend the holidays alone. It's for the greater good. You must inject this into your body if you want to feed your family. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop eating that. It's not good for the environment. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop driving your car and flying. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop heating your home so often. It's for the greater good. We need you to stop saying that. It's hurting some people's feelings. This is for the greater good. We need you to stop having children. It's not good for the planet. This is for the greater
My phone's
good.
gonna die, guys.
We need you to stop talking about your faith. It's offending people.
All right, man.
This is for the greater good. We need to separate you from your children because you're not complying. This is for the greater good. We need to hold you in a facility for a little while for not cooperating.
That is great.
This is for the greater good. 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 This is for the greater good.
I do want to say, though, most of
pretty
the things she said never even happened. So no one's had their family members taken from them. No one had forced vaccines. Just think about those for a second while she says this is for the greater good. I just think about those things. Nothing that
Yeah,
she
but
said
putting the
actually even
mask on
happened.
and all that stuff.
Well,
Putting the mask on and stuff.
Yeah, when the COVID happened, okay, I know that there's some people that thought they had to go get their shot to keep their job, and a lot of people did. You know, that's a decision that people had to make, especially if they were in the healthcare industry type job. Of course, I would have never done it, but a lot of people did. I'm just saying that a lot of that did happen, and that's what they were trying to push. And I think that's what the whole point that she was making was what they were pushing.
But and the whole fact that she's conservative mom, that's part of the right left. We all know that.
Yes.
And it's the best way to control the opposition is to lead it. But that's where you just have to be able to. You don't follow any person.
What I was referring to is how she kept on saying how the WHO was taking our kids away because we weren't cooperating and all these things. None of that stuff ever happened. That was all fear porn. And she fear porned it into us.
That's programming. It's not just fear porn. It's programming. They're also programming everybody too. Fear, right? They're going to take away your kids. Like, they're doing that to people.
But where?
Where? Everywhere. We just don't see it.
Say everywhere. I can't say it.
You can see videos on YouTube about people getting their kids taken.
I don't care about videos on YouTube. I care about true stories. And this true story that we're talking about right now, no one had their kids taken away. That's all horse crap and lies by the WHO and people who worship the WHO or the left or right. Yes, you do. Who do you know that had their family taken away from them? Who do you know
as of right now? I don't know anyone, but it's a possibility.
You don't.
That's right. It can go either way. It can go either way. And that's why I'm saying it's better to go with what we know. Like the scripture says, think on things that are true. And that's where I get it. That's where I lean on. It's like, you know what? This might be happening. And remember, you guys know High Impact Flicks, right? I used to screen record his stuff and put it on Facebook and no, not that one, Instagram. And it got to a point where it's like, hey, I don't even know if it's going on because I do see these videos, Johnny. I saw this stuff going on where the police were beating people in Africa and Europe and Canada and everywhere, right? Hold on, baby, slow down. But then you got to think about it. We weren't there, Yeah, it's a video, but it's on the internet, man. Like your name, all the world's a stage. It's like if the stage is worldwide, then how do we know if we didn't give the eyewitness testimony? Even if you gave eyewitness testimony nowadays, man, you can still be watching firsthand the exercise, the live exercise, as they say. And I'm just saying, like, let's pray this isn't happening and anyone in this situation, let's pray for them. But man, I like what Brian's saying, I haven't seen anyone this happen to anybody. Like all these stories that we don't know,
yeah, I understand. I totally understand what you guys are saying. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
but it's good. Like saying, like, it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. It doesn't mean it's not happening. That's what I'm just trying to say. I take everything with a grain of salt. A tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it. Like, how do we know a tree fell in the forest?
Right.
Well, how do you know that it didn't, right?
But you got to go backwards a little bit too, and let me just put my 2 cents in. Is I truly believe there's a psyop within a psyop within a psyop, and if we haven't experienced it ourselves, like, okay, let me give you a perfect example. And I had 4 people that I knew personally, just 4. Me, myself, there's 328 million people in this country. I knew 4 people that had passed of the, getting something in their arm during the, okay? I knew personally 4. That's something I can stand up and say. But it wasn't hearsay. It was something I experienced. For instance, yeah, we can hear this and they can show us that and they can put over here this happened, but I didn't experience it. I can just report on it, but we're really not sure about it. You know what I'm saying? But I can personally say, I know how extreme that thing was when it happened. Because I knew 4, and I'm just one person, just one out of 328 million people in the US. 4 I knew. Can you imagine? People being awake and kind of putting 2 to 2 together? How many other people experience that? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm sure that, and I know that people were getting sick from, getting that thing. But let's go back to the people that supposedly were sick in the first place before that thing came around and all. So, like my neighbor's brother, he had pneumonia multiple times year after year, and then the year when it finally killed him, they called it COVID pneumonia. My brother-in-law's uncle, cirrhosis complications, they labeled it COVID. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
We got to
There's
be
that.
careful. Got to be careful
about
because
that.
I've got 2 strikes on this channel, so I'm trying to be very careful when it comes to that thing.
Michelle, delete it right after the show.
I don't want to, because you
Michelle,
know
if
what?
you don't want to delete it, I can save
We
it.
will rebuild this channel. Chuck, you've told me a million times. I ain't scared, but I'm just trying to get everybody to understand that that's the one thing that will get me taken down is that subject.
Definitely the C word.
100%.
100%.
But if you do delete it,
Or the B
leave it up
word.
for 5 minutes, and I'll copy it, and I'll send it to you guys if you want.
Oh
And
no,
you can
Dub
post.
copies every Dub copies everything.
Okay,
unless it gets taken down before he can copy it.
You can screen record it while you're doing your lives if you have
Well,
enough
yeah,
memory
you
on your
could
phone.
stream record it, but that's a whole nother ball game.
And I'm not like I'm not scared of that. And Brian, I'm not trying to tell you to tiptoe. I'm just saying that's the one thing I have to be careful.
Just say the boogie virus.
And I know, and I shouldn't have said it because first
No,
I didn't even
you're
say
fine,
the other
bro.
thing. You know
You're
what I mean?
fine. You're always welcome. I
Yeah.
love you, Brian. You're my brother, and no, you're fine. I'm just trying to say let's just kind of be careful, because that I mean that is one thing they've always hit me on this channel is that very same subject, and so I have to be very, very careful.
Well, here, watch. I could help change it, but not that, but just the subject, with the same kind of topic at hand. You know,
Very good. Another scenario, maybe.
yeah, another scenario would
There you
be
go.
is the what do they call them? Not migrants. They call them.
Mm-hmm.
What are those guys called? Well, yeah, but they're calling them a new name now. Infiltrators. Okay. So take this for instance. The infiltrator agenda. There's infiltrators, and we see them on the news, and I see them in my town.
Yeah.
Well, hold on a sec. This is America, the nation that prides themselves on bringing in immigrants here and giving them a chance. And they've done this since way back when. And now all of a sudden, we got infiltrators. No, it's the same thing happening, just like what you were talking about, another subject, but they're just now masking it and giving it a different title. The same thing.
Yeah.
So I agree with both of you guys.
So
Brian,
that's what I was basically saying, is that unless you experience it firsthand, it can be hearsay. We can say, or what we're hearing, or what the truther community kind of understands or knows. We kind of all have a basic understanding of what's here, what's now, what's coming. And we have to go back and forth and talk about things, and that's just wonderful. I really think that's great. Yes, we are all in crazy times for sure, but I've lived and learned, a lot of times Dub or Chuck or Sergio or Ange or Brian, or my close friends are telling me, maybe you should rethink about, kind of step back a little bit. Is that really real? And I can honestly say I don't know. Have I experienced it? Well, no. And so that's where we have to kind of step back and say, I think there's psyops in the middle of psyops for
Psyops within
all of
psyops.
us. For all of us. And I we have really big channels that they got 125,000 subs that are going, oh my gosh, we think they're telling the truth and all that, but it's a lot of fear mongering. I think a lot of these psyops could be fear mongering for us. And I have no fear. Most of us do not have fear. We're ready to go. I'm just saying, we have to really, really, really experience it. That's why I said, like last week and the week before, let's take pictures of our own skies. So I was like trying to like build, everybody create a link and show me your skies from where you're at, and let's have a big live about it. And guess what? My live got taken down for a BBC video. Someone shared a link that wasn't real.
Hey,
Wait,
let me say. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I want to say one thing.
I'm just saying. Somebody shared a link. I wanted real links. Somebody shared a link from BBC, and of course I played it because I didn't know what the link was, and it got me taken down. It took the whole live stream down. The whole live stream was gone.
Hey, I think real quick, I think that's just an excuse. I was telling, I think Sergio, we talked about it or whatever, but Michelle, I didn't talk to you about this, but I'm telling you right now, the thing about you or Brian or Sergio or any of us that's important, it's not that we're anything special. It's not that we're a big channel. It's the fact that we're not controlled.
Right.
That's the thing. These big channels that got 100,000 subscribers,
right,
and like you, we're all the world's a stage. Your channel, Johnny. It's the fact that the grassroots, the people that are organic, the real truthers that just want to get the truth out there. We haven't sold out. We're not controlled. It's like with my channel. Man, I've been on YouTube for years and years and years, and I've had multiple channels taken down, and I really don't put out a whole lot anything different than a lot of the other channels do. It's the fact that I'm not controlled. I'm not getting paid by them. I don't ask for money. I don't make any money. You know what I mean? If I hear some truth that I believe is the real truth, I'm going to put it on my channel.
right.
What's special? That's what's special about us is the fact that we're not controlled. We are controlled by Jesus, God. I mean, we don't care about this world.
You'd be surprised who is in the club, and I'm talking little.
Most people are. If you got over 100,000 subscribers and you're still following them and believing them, then shame on you. You know what I mean? Because YouTube is not going to allow a legit, true channel to grow that big. It just does not happen. And I see a lot of good brothers and sisters that support channels that have 100, 200, 300,000 subscribers, and they actually pay them.
Yeah.
I know a lot of good people that I care about that they're like the supporters, they're patrons. And I'm like, you're being deceived. I mean,
yeah, that Patreon thing trips me out because when I see these bigger channels, they go, and I'm like, but you guys are supposed to be, I don't know, it's very, I don't want to say confusing. It's contradictory.
You might as well put your PayPal link or GoFundMe link to the bottom or a Cash App link, because in order for you to be a Patreon, you have to pay them. And in order for you to get special content, you have to pay them. In order for you to get the total truth, you have to pay them. And to me, that is bullshit. But
you're not going to grow unless you're part of it.
Right. And let me just say this, everybody here, I am so grateful and thankful that we do have that community together. we have a very short time. I think I'm very grateful to be able to communicate, to be able to have a live stream whenever I want. Someday it might be taken away within a second.
It will be
Yeah,
soon.
and
Yep.
yeah, maybe not. You know, we all have an idea. We all know. What I'm saying is, I'm so happy and grateful and thankful. But if you wanted to leave me a PayPal donation, it's in the description. I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Hey,
No.
I just wanted to add to it. I wasn't hating on that girl. You know what I mean? There is information that we all got to understand and hear and whatnot. I was just, as soon as that girl started talking and the things that she was saying, it reminded me of that what's her face girl. You know what I mean? And her channel has like 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I shared one of her videos one time and got a strike and it got deleted right away. And it's like, oh, but you can share your own videos. I can't share them. I don't know. That's just what I thought about that girl.
No, I get it because Brian, I'm sub to what's her face. Okay, I'm sub to her, and she's funny and she's crazy and all that, but she can say it like it is. Okay, she can spell it out. She can slap it. She can make fun of it. She can do whatever she wants to say about the you know what and the you know what that we can't say. And I've got 700 subscribers next, and my backup channel has 400 subs, and
Yep.
she's got 50. So I 100% agree with you, Brian. Yeah, I think they're all controlled to a certain sense. She's from Canada. What's her face is?
I have
And
no idea
yeah,
who you guys are talking about. I wish I did.
just look up what's her face.
That's
That's
the name?
exactly the title.
Last
What's her face?
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I say
Oh,
something
wow.
about that too before I forget? I watch a lot of these like scam baiting, acts on body cam videos, and I noticed like a lot of these bigger channels, they do have Patreon. Like you can subscribe and you get like a 4-hour video instead of like 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So I have been seeing that a lot lately, and these scam bait videos are baiting foreign callers that say that they're from here, and they're baiting U.S. citizens, or it's in Canada as well, USA, and couple other I think UK is in it as well. That they're getting scammed, and this one country, these guys are baiting these people, and it's coming from one specific country, and they're asking for you to get a Patreon, or you can donate. And I'm like, so now you guys are scam baiting the scammers to get people to pay for you to tell the scammers not to fall. Sorry, for regular people not to fall for it. You
Well,
see how fucked up that is?
let me go one step further. So, if I choose to be on YouTube, and what is it?
The body cam?
No, when you have ads on your channel, what's it called?
Monetized.
Yeah. So if I want to be
Oh,
monetized, think about this. Okay. So being monetized and being a truther channel, you are being a part of the B system.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Okay.
You really can't
So
do it.
so you're agreeing with Google and YouTube and you're going
You're
along
selling out.
with them.
You're
You're
selling
getting
out.
paid. You're selling out. You're getting paid by them to push whatever they want you to
They
push.
want you to, yeah.
Okay.
As long as people are looking
so
at it, yeah.
yeah. So when you're not going along with that system, here we are. This is what you get. You get Chuck, you get me, you get Sergio, you get Brian, you get all the world's a stage. You get all of us.
Hey, YouTube used a term for us. This was a couple years back when they were pushing these restrictions. We're not viable. What's the word? Viable. Yeah, what was that, Dub? we're not viable, like financially viable for them. We're
Oh,
not
yeah,
making them money.
I remember seeing that. It was a couple years ago. If you wasn't producing a certain number of
Yeah, if
videos,
we're not making any money, if we're not monetized, you're not financially viable. That was it, financially viable.
Right. So if you're not part of their system, you're useless.
Yeah, you're useless. They were going to get rid of channels like
This
that.
is also
Yeah.
programming too, because this is what the whole credit system is.
Yeah,
Right?
it's part of that. That's exactly what
And
they're
you
trying to build up for everything to be.
Want to hear
and you
another
know
scam they
you know
do?
what's
Go ahead, Johnny.
Non-essential. Yeah,
And-
non-essential.
and Johnny, just my own opinion, any of the police channels, or there's 1,000 of them, and any of the channels that are playing the Axon body cams are 99.9%
Fake.
probably not real.
No, they're not real.
Yeah, I know it's scripted. I know that.
It goes
But I watch
further.
it so educational for research.
Yeah.
If you're watching it for entertainment, that's what
No.
it is.
That's all it is.
Just so you guys
I'll
know,
take it a step
just so you
further.
guys know, I'm essential.
Okay.
So if anybody ever says I'm not essential, I am essential. Just so you guys know.
Absolutely.
I
So
want my Obama phone. I want my Obama phone. That's why you're essential.
The
I'm
obvious
essential.
ones to me is like the Flat Earth channel, the Truth channel, the Pop channels. Those ones are pretty easy. But now, what I see it's even in like these tiny van camper channels. It's in the race car channels. It's in the DIY channels where they say if you're a monthly contributor, your chances for this increases, and you support the channel, and then they'll even come out with videos where I hate asking you guys, but we really need it for the channel, and they'll do these heartfelt, few minute videos. It won't even be a regular video, and then you find out they don't need it. They just want it. Okay, here's an example. One guy, he asked for money so that we can continue. This is what he says: we can continue the channel and keep doing projects like this for you guys.
Yeah.
I need help. And then he's fixing his car, which is a M3 sedan, but he needs help. He needs help for the channel. But the dude has, for sure, at least 2 cars that are all hooked up, and that's done by the supporters, the subscribers. It's like, you guys don't see it. You don't get it, dude. Some of you guys don't even have cars, and you're still supporting them. That's it. They do it everywhere.
Hey, let me give you another example. I got tired of watching like conspiracy truth videos, so I was watching a channel about knives. I think I told Brian about this.
You told me
And
about it.
yeah, I told you too, but they were advertising like a knife, but when you buy it, you get stickers. They would give you stickers, and one of the stickers was a 2023 sticker that the 0 on the 20 was a ball. It was a blue marble ball. And the guys were like, yeah, that's cool. So they're pushing the mainstream because we know flat earth is really, people have looked into it. So it's just more, globe programming. And then I'm not kidding you, like a minute after that, there was a commercial where there was this woman that was one of the mothers from the Handy Sook incident from 2012, begging for money and people to sign a petition to ban assault rifles.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you can't watch if you're famous, if you're going to be popular, you're going to have to push their narrative, no matter what it is. You're going to have to be part of it.
Let me say this thought. Okay, so I have a thought too. So we talk about psyops. We talk about all the psyops. We talk about flat earth and all the psyops. We have a very good variety of them. And then you got your channels that just talk about flat earth. They don't discuss anything else, the health thing or the Schwab thing or they just talk about one thing. And they don't like that because we're all over the place. We're doing Maui. We're
All
doing
truth
this. We're
matters.
doing
Yeah,
that. We're
all
doing
truth
this.
matters. Yeah.
Yes, it does. God matters. Everything matters with the truth. The number one thing is knowing all the truth. And we're never going to know it all. Of course not. But if you just think about it, we're just little guys. We're little guys trying to say
We're nobodies.
Yeah, we're nobodies. But we're in a live exercise, guys.
We're in a live exercise.
On everything. We're in a live.
201. 201.
All the world is a stage.
Yep.
100%. I digress.
Event 201.
I digress.
Well, the thing is,
Contact your Inside Edition to get the rest. I'm just kidding.
Brian just said that event 201 with a ball. That was funny.
Yeah. Yep. That's perfect, Brian, right there.
They push it everywhere. If you just watch random videos that have really nothing to do along that line, you will see them push the ball.
I love that, Sergio.
Just about all of them, in one way or another, push the ball. It's crazy.
And it's like if people understood that there is no space, that we're not spinning. Can you imagine? Can you imagine everybody to understand 9/11?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, because that was the biggest one for people to like. I mean, everybody just fell to the ground, and we got to have a moment of silence every year from 8:30 or whatever time it is.
Yeah.
Just think of that. If people were to know and understand just a little bit of all that.
Yes. And yeah. And George Floyd, if you really understand that.
Did you say George Floyd? Did you just?
Yes,
really?
I did.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap.
No.
I'm just kidding.
We need a wrench.
We
So,
need. Oh, who too? Oh, how do you say that?
Iran
Hey, you all know about Event 201, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good.
Oh yeah, we're good with that.
That's how they labeled it, though. 2 Globe 1. It was never 201. It was 2 Globe.
Oh, right. Yeah. Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. The zeros were globes. They weren't just zeros.
They were like what are those things? That one light bright type of thing. They were dots that made up, the silhouette or the shapes of the countries of the globe.
It was a global event, everybody. Global.
I remember
I'll say another thing. Anytime you see a video with things falling out of the sky, look at it very, very closely. It's very, very difficult to have a falling object that's real. It's just look at them closely.
Weather balloons.
Like I said, if you have, okay, because I've started talking to Chuck about this and other friends about this, and it really makes a lot of sense to me. What we've been told or what we've been learning, and I'm not talking about the Bible or Jesus or anything, because that's a whole nother story. That's just a number one thing for me. But I'm talking about outside of that. We have to really have discernment and we have to really know or experience it. We have to be the news. We really do. We have to be the news to give out. I mean, come on, people. Have you experienced it? No. Have you experienced it? Yes. Then let's film it. Let's do it. Let's show it. Let's do what we can. We don't
Good
care.
idea.
We don't
Very.
we don't care if it takes us down. We'll rebuild, and if we can't, we'll keep trying. It doesn't matter. We have to be the news. We have to be the one. But I am not, it's so easy to say hearsay and this say and that say until it happens. We don't know. We do not know. I digress.
The deception is very, very deep.
Yes.
In
Very deep.
If not all facets. Yeah.
Well, everybody's silent.
Yeah.
Do we want to call it a day? Everybody, you guys got things to do, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm good. Whatever y'all want to do,
Okay.
I'm good. Either way.
I mean, Sergio's not saying anything. Brian's not saying anything.
Feeding the baby.
I'm feeding the baby. Are you breastfeeding? I'm just kidding. I'm just
No.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I'm feeding the baby.
Yeah, I guess that's what a woman would think, right?
I'm just kidding. I mean, with your face on the avatar.
Is there anything in the chat? Anybody in the chat? Is there anything you guys want to talk about before we go?
Chest
feeding. Chest feeding.
Chesticles.
Chest feeding. Michelle, you go ahead. So let's talk about chest feeding.
No.
Shut up.
We are not. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and the numbers are dropping. We're going to go ahead and call it a live. I want to wish you guys all happy holidays, regardless of what we believe in and all that. I just want you guys to all have family time and enjoy yourself, and take in all that family time that you got. And we wish you very, very happy times, no matter what it is. Maybe who knows? Maybe we'll have
Happy Hanukkah.
I encourage you guys. I encourage you guys to do something interesting and share truth with your family that you meet up with.
There you go.
Just be bold and just be like, hey, you guys want to talk about flat earth or the fake politicians or what's up? Let's go. And just see what happens.
Sergio, didn't you say that you're going to try to have a live this weekend sometime?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I need to figure out what day I said it.
A New Year's Eve live, or are you guys going up partying?
Tracy, you're late.
Yeah,
Tracy just came in
Oh,
here.
Tracy, we've missed you.
Yeah, we have missed you.
We have missed you. You haven't been around, man. Not man, woman.
Tracy from K Vegas. She lives right down the road from me.
But yeah, we've missed you. But so anyway, thank you.
I love y'all.
Here. Yeah, you know what? This is our
I
live.
love y'all. I love y'all.
I love y'all.
I love y'all.
I love you all. We're truthers.
We're truthers.
We're truthers. Yeah, you all have a wonderful evening. Have a really wonderful weekend. Who knows? We might have a surprise live stream. Sergio might have a live stream this weekend. You guys look out for that.
Take care.
Johnny, Brian, Sergio, Dub, Michelle. Love you guys.
Thank you guys for being on the panel. I really appreciate it.
I love y'all.
God bless
I love y'all. And Dub Wilkinson, I love you, brother. And my best friend sitting over here. Chuck, Sergio, Johnny, and Brian. Ange, thanks for coming on. Love you, girlfriend.
Yeah, Ange.
And you guys all have a wonderful holiday, however you celebrate it. It's all on you. Love you guys.
Yeah,
And we will see you next week. Love
All
you,
right.
Joe.
God bless. Later.
God bless.
Bye.
Take care. We'll see
Peace.
you next time. Bye.
Bye.